What's up, everybody? I'm Matt Brassington from the Jared Stout Band. Super excited to be down here doing the Biscuits and Gravy podcast here at down here. What is it called?
Why do they never know? Why did the guests never know, guys? The guests never know about Klean Studios. Listen, this is what Klean Studios is all about.
And welcome back down to the illustrious Klean Studios, the dirtiest place in Roanoke. I am the one and only Eric Reynolds, your host. Thank you, Ron.
Oh, man.
Of the Biscuits and Gravy podcast, the number one podcast in your hearts, and number 13,257 in the charts. I'm joined as always by my co-host, Brighton Douglas. No, I pulled that out of my ass.
I was like, good for us.
No, I wish. My co-host, Brighton Douglas.
So what's up, brother?
Goodness, I couldn't even begin to say. What's up with you?
I will admit, I was on my phone here at the opening, and it's because I texted Ron to hit the boo button, and he did it right on fucking cue.
Oh my goodness!
Just to give you a little gag, keep you on your toes.
The snakes are colluding against me.
Indeed. The sound guy and me have been colluding against you.
Two brute.
We've got more surprises throughout the night.
Of course. Across from him, the super producer, the absolute beast.
Hi.
King of Klean Studios.
Hello.
Prince of music in the Roanoke Valley.
Hola.
Prince.
You're looking exceptionally like Channing Tatum today.
Ooh.
You do have the same facial hair.
That's
When
a hell
he
of a
grows it out,
compliment.
Yeah,
the
that little bit of, dude, I like
goatee.
that.
Yeah.
I
Hell
like
yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a good
When
compliment.
you get you a little Zoe
is a good
Kravitz.
compliment.
I'll take that shit.
When
Hell
you find
yeah.
you a little Zoe Kravitz
I wish.
type beat.
I wish.
All right. And next to him is a good friend of mine, a brother of mine, former roommate, but most importantly of all, he is the guitarist and sometimes bassist for the Jared Stout Band, which is a nice little touring band here in Virginia and North Carolina. But no, he's more than that. He's really just one of the most talented guitarists I've ever seen in person, and definitely has been on the other end of some of the fucking most hellacious solos, like fucking mind-melting solos that I've ever seen. So yeah, dude, we want to welcome Matt Brassington down to the Klean Studios.
Thank you.
Set down here, man.
Yeah,
we
thank you
really
guys for having me.
appreciate you.
This is cool. Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from?
Originally from Richmond, grew up there all the way through high school, and then went to Virginia Tech. Graduated in 2020, winter of 2020, and then I've just been in Christiansburg ever since.
Rocking.
Um,
But you're never at home. You're
Right.
always on the road.
right. It can get to that point. Sometimes it really does feel like it.
Yeah.
But when we have the little gaps and the downtime, it can be really nice.
Yeah.
To kind of mellow out and just work on other stuff.
Just lay back.
Yeah. But now this brings me back to being in Blacksburg. I just drove past the old crib
Yeah.
the other weekend during the football game.
Dude, it always brings back the memories.
Yeah, some mostly good. I would
Mostly
say.
good.
There's some.
Is that the crib
some
down from the
terrible.
7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. No, for those of you that don't know that are listening, Matt and I lived at 1311 North Main, right across from
Maybe
the
they are
7-Eleven.
listening. Maybe those guys are.
So it was one of the best
That was fun.
experiences of my life. Matt lived there with us for 6 months.
Yeah, it was not long.
It was an action-packed 6 months.
It felt like it was a lot longer than it was.
It really did.
And it was mostly because you were there prior,
Yeah.
and I had spent like the previous couple of years just
Yeah.
going there all the
you
time.
you might as well live there
Right.
at one point.
There was a whole collection of like 7 or
Yeah.
8 guys that were basically
It was
could have lived there.
it was incredible. Basement door stayed open. It was a fucking hovel.
Oh,
you know?
man. Yeah, it had some kinks.
It had
sure.
it had some serious kinks.
First
but-
level, not so much.
Yeah. But then
Second
you get
level.
down in the dungeon.
I
Yeah.
love the bar.
The bar
that y'all
was-
put
Where
up.
did that
Was-
come from?
Wasn't that not
Davis and I
there?
built that.
You
Yeah.
did? Okay.
Yeah, so
that
we-
thing was sick.
We built that and made the collage with Reese. Like we did the whole
Yeah.
collage out of Playboy
Yeah.
things and memorabilia and stuff like that. And then poured the resin and everything and had it. And then I had a TV back there that pretty much played Family Guy 24/7. And it was fucking it was excellent, honestly.
That's
It was
fire.
great. And then we had probably the best small music venue in Blacksburg at the time
It was cool.
because
It
everything was
was.
closed. I
At the
mean,
beginning, it was weird.
Yeah.
Because were you there when it was all like fucking. Like,
oh yeah, when it was like boarded up and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And then once it got opened up, it was just a big square.
It was a wide open
with
square.
some random poles that you
Yeah.
had to watch. You didn't be drunk enough to smack your head on.
Yeah.
But
You could batten down the hatches and just have 100 people down there.
yeah, it was fun. It was. Whatever happened to that bar?
I've still
it-
got it.
Do you?
It's not in good repair, but I still have it. You could probably certain sections of it could be sanded down and turned
Yeah.
into like an end. That's what I want to do eventually. If it doesn't just get scrapped.
Yeah,
But it was a piece of art, man.
it was. No, that was cool.
It was a moment in time.
Yeah.
But dude, so how did you basketball player in high school?
Right. Yeah.
So where did your music journey start?
Not just high school. I started taking piano really young.
Yeah.
My parents got me into piano probably, I'm going to guess. I mean, it was young, probably aged like 5 or 6 or so. And took lessons for years. And then my sister started taking guitar in high school. And I just kind of like started playing along with her and kind of got the hang of it.
Yeah.
At least the basics
Yeah.
of it. And then once I got to that high school, I started taking guitar classes and kind of just, I wasn't crazy heavily involved with the music program
Yeah.
at school, but I did a lot.
Yeah.
I was always doing stuff with it. And the guitar teacher was super dope. Shout out Mark Kunis. We still see each other and hang out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. But the bass I never got into until I started playing with
Yeah.
Jared. I think it was the semester that COVID hit, which was my second to last semester. And he had asked me he asked me if I played bass. And I just said, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I figured I could.
You're like,
Dude, I swear that's how every bass player starts. Is like they were a
And it-
guitar player, and then someone needed a bassist, and they didn't have a band,
And
so
it's
then
gonna
they started
it's
playing
gonna piss
bass.
bass players off because bass playing is actually
an art.
so intricate.
Oh my
and,
God,
like,
it's an
art.
it's so much fun. And
Yeah.
the bass player we have now, Alex Gross, is like the nastiest.
yeah, he
bass
seems
player.
like a beast, dude.
He's
he
so
seems
good
like a beast.
and just a super cool dude. But I just said yeah, and my roommate Evan had a bass, and I just practiced the songs and went and filled in for one gig, and then he was like, "Do you want to do a couple more?" And I was like, "Sure." And then those were planned out, but then COVID hit, so they got canceled.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a couple months, probably like September or October, they started playing a little more and picking
Yeah.
up. And I filled in a couple more times, and then at the end of my last semester, I didn't necessarily have like a step-by-step plan. Like I wasn't going to this place moving
Yeah.
with this job. So he asked if I wanted to hang around and play. And I just said, yeah.
Yes.
So it started with that, playing bass for 2 years. And I mean, I can play bass. I'm not stellar by any means,
Yeah.
but I can play bass.
I've seen you play bass. You know,
It's
you're,
fun, man. I mean,
you're exceptional at it.
I
you
didn't
know,
think I
to
would-
not be a bassist by
right.
trade.
I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. But it was really fun. And I mean, the enjoyment came less from, all right, well, is it bass or guitar? Which one do I have more fun with playing? It
Yeah.
was more so having the most fun comes from just like being in an ensemble with
Yes.
4, 5, 6, how many other guys
Yeah.
that all have that same mindset of like, I'm not here to like
Right.
fucking shred or
Yeah.
anything. We're all here to just
It's
be
a
be
cohesive
one
sound.
thing.
Yeah.
That was cool to me. So obviously, when you play bass, there's times where it gets a little boring, for sure. but it's fun.
Yeah.
Because you like know that like it's weird. Like bass is like the lowest frequency of
Yeah.
notes going through a mix, but I feel like if the bassist miss a note, to me at least, I feel that.
You feel it.
I
yeah.
hear it. So like even if you're just thumping on quarter notes with the drums, it's like if you get off from that, it's noticeable.
Yeah.
If the singer sings a wrong lyric, it's
Right.
like whatever.
Yeah, just
But like
the bass is like it's part of the
is.
rhythm to
yeah,
it.
it is.
Yeah.
It is the rhythm section.
Yeah.
It's a string instrument, but it's part of the rhythm section.
It's where dissonance becomes most obvious too. Like
Coulda
up
said
in the
that
in the real high end,
Yeah.
like you won't notice something that's only like a half step away or something
Right.
if you played. But down low, like
Right.
a half step will, you will definitely know.
Yep.
You hear
There's
it all
been
day.
times where we've done a couple songs where I like tune down to E flat. Everybody else stays in E standard, but I tune down to E flat, and then we go to the next song, and we start it, and I'm
You
still in E
forget.
flat.
Yeah.
But like the mix that I have coming to myself, I'm more about like I just want to feel what I'm
Yeah.
playing. It was like there's been times where I like actually have not heard that I was in E flat. Like the drummer would like look at me and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, what do you mean?
Damn.
But
Do you have headphones when you on stage or no?
we have done that in the past. It depends. Sometimes like I don't know which one I prefer best. I feel like the headphones for vocals I love.
Yeah.
And if we do put in-ears in, I'll throw one in one ear. Like say I'm on the left side of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw my left one in and just have my vocals pumping in that.
Yeah.
So I hear that, and then everything else to the right of me, I just hear.
Okay.
It's not a super in-depth mix. I'm just hearing out of my ear.
Yeah.
I've liked that setup. I've also done a full-on just like everything mixed in both ears.
Yeah.
And then I like monitors too. Stage
Okay.
monitors.
Yeah.
Sometimes like especially if we play a big stage, like something like Dr. Pepper Park in
Yeah.
Roanoke, like that size, I really like the monitors because and we're also super spread out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So like putting the in-ears in, I just feel like more immersed
Right.
in like all the like feeling and rumble and sound that's going on.
Yeah.
But I was on bass, but then fast forward to now guitar. I had played guitar too,
Yeah.
while I was playing bass with Jared. And when we do the like little acoustic shows, I would mostly play guitar.
Yeah.
So I knew the songs and like knew the guitar parts for that kind of stuff. And then back in April or May of this year, we got in a point where we had everything but a guitar player, but
Yeah.
a steady guitar player. And for whatever reason, and I think it's for the best now, we just, instead of seeking that out, we
Yeah.
just seeked out a bass player and I moved to guitar.
Yeah.
And then kind of have just been transitioning into that. But it's been fun. I love
Just-
playing.
Yeah.
I
Just
just do.
performing, dude.
Yeah, it's really fun. Bass or guitar.
Yeah.
Again, just being in a group
Yes.
and all being one thing is really cool.
And the vocals too. You talked about your ear. You've got an excellent ear for vocals.
Yeah, well that's how I like. So with piano, like I took lessons
Yeah.
and like read sheet music and all that stuff, but more so of it just came from hearing.
Yes.
Especially with guitar, like having years of piano and just hearing piano and different notes and the spaces in between them. Going to guitar, I didn't have to start at that.
Yeah.
Because I just heard that and
Yeah.
kind of, instead of like knowing where to go, I just thought about it and
Followed
heard
that.
it
Yeah.
and then went to it. So that's a lot of like how I learn
Yes.
stuff.
By listening.
Yeah.
And just being like, how do I make that
Yeah.
that sound happen?
Yeah. And then with singing too, it's singing harmonies is super fun. And
Yeah.
the part that's more fun is coming up with them
Yes.
than singing them. Coming up with them is really fun, especially if we have more than one. It changes too. Like if it's just me and Jared singing, if it's a show like that, I'll have to do something different than what I normally do.
Right.
But no, I think the harmonies is something. I don't think it's underrated at all.
Yeah.
I just think it's a forgotten thing.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. I agree.
Especially live.
Yes.
Like in production, a lot of stuff is not overproduced, but there's a lot of production going into shit.
Right.
So like there's layers of vocals that are either not played live or they're just on tracks.
It sounds different.
Live, but when it's all live, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I saw last summer, I think, the Doobie Brothers.
The Doobie Bros.
Dude, in their 70s or whatever.
Oh, man,
like
dude.
8-part harm. There's like 8 of them, and there might be one of them that's not singing. And each person is singing something different, and it's just like the hair stands up on your body.
Oh, black water, keep on rolling. Mississippi, won't you keep on shining? I do that. The Doobie Bros is. I love talking about the Doobie Bros because it's such an enigma of a band. But I think you're right.
I know.
That
Dude,
there's
they
like
rock.
I feel like we mentioned them on
we
here.
did.
Didn't we?
Well, I
Just
told
a
the
couple
story
episodes
about
ago?
why they're called the Doobie Bros.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that.
Just to get like, apparently it was like I saw a video and the guy was like, yeah, we were living with this dude and we were trying to figure out what we were gonna call our band, and he was like, man, you guys smoke so many doobies, you should call
that
yourself
what
the
it
Doobie
is?
Bros. Yeah, that's it. And they're just like, fuck it, and then they ran with it for a show, and then
That's always what I've thought, but I'm like, man, there's no way they did that.
there's no way. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And the video is one of the guys was like, it's just stuck.
That's pretty epic.
Which I think it's great because I mean, fuck, you know.
You wonder how some band names are thought of. Some of them are so random.
So they're
Do you
just
know
random,
how
dude.
AC/DC got their name?
Tell us.
Does it have to do with any sort of voltage or not? Because that's what you think of.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't
Like
think so.
AC
Yeah,
and
no,
DC,
he's right. Yeah,
the
like
lightning bolt.
No. It's okay. One of the original members' sisters had a sewing machine or something, and on the label or whoever made the sewing machine, it just said AC/DC in big ass letters, and they liked the way that it sounded. It's literally right off a sewing machine, or
crazy.
something like that. I'm pretty sure that's right.
So
just
we could fact check that.
fuck with that.
with our Mr.
super
Ronimus
producer
over there.
Ronimus over there.
How did AC/DC get their name? I think they got
Check
it off
on
a
that.
sewing machine.
But no, you mentioned that the harmonies are gone a little bit from music, and some people are kind of bringing it back. But that's one of my favorite things about like the music of the 70s and 80s, you know, and I guess broader. But it's just taking the time to do that live, harmonizing.
Right.
It sounds like like the Eagles is what comes to my mind.
Yep.
Just some dudes in a back staircase.
Yeah.
Figuring out the harmonies.
Yep. It's not even. I said that they're forgotten. I don't know if they're necessarily forgotten. I feel like they're just overlooked.
Yes.
Like there's something they're not the main. I don't know. Like everyone's like, if there's like a ripping guitar solo, they're like into it. Or like the
They're just,
vocals, lyrics and stuff like that. But it's just adds another element to it. And when you have, I just think it's super impressive when a musician can play parts on their instrument and also sing at the same time.
At the same time.
And that's something that I had not necessarily struggled with, but I had to do repetitions of going from bass to guitar, because there's a lot of like intricate like lead guitar lines to play and sing over top of. That when I was on bass, I was just playing one note and going to the next one.
And it's easier to focus on hitting those harmonies.
But with just having like years of like practicing and like my ear training thing, it wasn't too difficult.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Y'all look like y'all have a lot of fun. That's one of the things
It's really
I
fun.
love about y'all's performance. A lot of energy.
Yeah. Yep.
But the harmonies on the originals that y'all do are
I mean, those
crispy. Those are crispy.
Those ones stand out over any sort of like cover song that you do.
Yeah.
Because I think there's been times where we've played a cover song and like added harmonies to it, even if there weren't. But like on the originals, it's really cool, especially when you see people singing it back
Yeah.
to you. And Jared's like, I can't even explain how good of a songwriter he is. It's just like you're sitting down and eating breakfast.
Yeah.
He's just sitting down and writing a song.
Just writing a song.
It's like second nature.
Yeah.
The just coming up with lyrics and that kind of stuff. So I can't imagine for him seeing that, all the people singing it
saying
back
the
to
words
him.
that he wrote. Yeah, it's gotta be crazy.
It's a crazy feeling. It is. And just me coming into the band, like even now, all the originals, like off the first and the second album, I had no part of writing. I recorded with the second album, but the songs were there.
Yeah.
But no, there's been times on stage where you're fighting to hold back stuff.
Yeah.
Because
it's emotional.
Yeah, it is. Especially like that show at Dr. Pepper Park.
Yeah.
On the way home, I was like, I didn't listen to music or anything.
Yeah.
I just sat and like just thoughts
Yeah.
in my head.
Dude, that when I heard y'all were doing Dr. Pepper Park, and again, we talked about this, but shout out Matt Brass. He rolled out the red carpet for Biscuits and Gravy. And
Phenomenal show.
We had such a phenomenal time, dude.
Good.
Had a great
And
time.
I'm glad.
That's really the biggest venue in Roanoke to me.
Yeah.
And to see you guys not only have that packed, but have people up there like screaming the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away, man. Like
it was awesome. And we were shout out to those people, the people there that allowed us to do that, because we've done opening shows for people there, but to have our own show, like do the whole local music show, that was really cool.
It was
and
incredible.
As corny as it is
Claps.
to say,
Claps.
yeah, clap drum.
you go wrong.
As corny as it is to say, you kind of felt like a rock star at that show.
Yeah, no, I
believe it.
fuck yeah. you guys were the stars of that show.
There's shows. There's a ton of shows where it feels like that. There's a ton where it doesn't.
Feels
But
like work.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
And it's the mindset of like, even if it doesn't physically feel like you're the rock star at that show, you just kind of have to have a open mindset and just treat it like
It's pretty cool.
there's somebody out in the crowd watching that can make one phone call and be like,
That's it. That's I mean, that's always true.
yeah.
Especially with phones and stuff too. They're like it's like one guitar solo.
Yeah.
Makes it onto TikTok, and it's like boom. Next thing you know,
Right.
you're in Nashville. You know,
There
doing
was-
cocaine with
there-
the strippers.
There was one show that we played in, I think, Kentucky, and I don't know who said, there wasn't a lot of people there.
Yeah.
It was a last second thing, but I forget who said it, but somebody had mentioned like there's somebody in the crowd was like,
Yeah.
I mean, think of like the biggest person in music
Yeah.
right now. It was like them, and like when I heard that, like I just like went like game face.
Yeah, you're just like
type of
Kobe,
thing.
fucking game
Which
7.
it's what you should have been doing from the
Yes.
start, but it falls sometimes.
You just
but
lock in, dude.
yeah, you just have to lock in.
Yeah,
every
it's
time.
like Coach K is in the bleachers.
Yeah, right.
And your team's down 5 in the playoffs.
Yeah, but no, it's been real fun, and I'm lucky to have to be a part of the band. Is like can ask for like a better group of guys to do it with. So we all want the same thing. We're all motivated to do the same thing, and we just get along great.
Yeah.
So it's been a blessing for sure.
That's what y'all do, have a great energy together. And I just meeting Jared, he's a driven individual.
He is, man.
Yeah, and
he is.
He'll surround himself with people that are like the
Yep.
same mind, and that's, I think, a part of the reason why you guys have been so successful.
We click on that
Yeah,
aspect of things for sure. But no, he's all credit to him. Again, the songwriting ability is like I just don't get it.
yeah.
And I know a lot about music, and it's like one thing that I'm like, man, that's crazy.
The writing.
Yeah.
That's
But I mean, people,
blows my mind.
you can learn how to do it. You can, but some people are just,
It's just natural.
it just comes, whether it's literally instinct or it's drawing from shit that's happened
yeah,
in their life or all that stuff. Like I watched Scott Stapp
yeah.
from Creed
Mm.
on Theo's podcast.
Yeah.
I think it was. That episode was crazy. That's like him talking about how he takes his like childhood to songwriting.
Yeah.
It's super good.
I'll check that one out.
That one's good.
Yeah,
That one is.
dude, I love that, man. I fucking. It's the whole musical journey, dude. It's been cool to see, like,
Yeah,
because I mean, you guys, Jared Stout Band practiced in our basement
we did.
a little bit.
Yeah.
The Jowlers, shout out the Jowlers.
Dude, shout out.
Shout
It's
out
been a while.
Sam and Reese,
Shout out
dude.
Sam and Reese.
That was really like the first time I ever like saw you as a rock star was when we went up to the Renegade. Shout out the Renegade,
Dude.
dude, because that place is fucking awesome.
That place is
And I was
awesome.
like, the way that they treated y'all because they had seen you guys play,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh, like these dudes really are.
Yeah. The
Legit.
Renegade has been was a savior to the JSB during COVID.
Yeah.
Because they were doing like limited capacity and like parties of 20 or
Yeah.
some shit. Not like in the heat of COVID, but like
Right.
the year as it was
Transitioning period. Yeah.
But I also have Jared to thank for all those the Jowlers
Yeah.
because it was before I was playing with Jared and he said like, hey, they're supposed to play at the Renegade. He said we can't make it.
Yeah.
Can you guys play? And we are like, sure. We played and they loved us and then we went and played there like once a month for
Yeah.
the next
Oh,
2
wow.
years.
Yeah. It was,
And it kept us going as far
Yeah.
as playing at an actual music venue.
yeah. Having that experience.
Because there's only so many you can play in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
NRB.
yeah.
So going up there was cool.
Getting out of market, like getting some different
Yeah,
fans, seeing
and
a different crowd.
it was just covers, but it was so much fun because
Y'all rock, dude. Damn it, y'all
they're
rocked.
unique as hell.
Yeah.
Like obviously we threw in the shit that drunk 21-year-old girls want to hear
Yes, yes.
because you have to
A little bit
at
of
a,
that.
at a bar. But then we would just do stuff that we're like, we don't give a fuck who wants
I
to
don't
hear
fucking
this.
Care. It's fun.
Why do we care?
Yeah.
Like it's good. And credit to Reese and Sam, they're also just ridiculous.
Crazy talented.
Reese is no, I was about to say one of. He is like the best drummer
Yeah.
I've ever played with.
Yeah, like full stop. He's the best I've ever seen in person.
As far as being as young, like I'm thinking of now.
Yeah,
I was playing with him 5 years ago.
yeah, and
At
he
18
was
years old.
He was ridiculous then.
Yeah, it was crazy. And Sam too. Sam again is just somebody who's like
Yeah.
natural. He's just naturally talented.
He's good at everything.
He's such an artistic dude,
He's so-
and shout out to him. I love him to death. He's so good.
Yeah,
Um,
just a talented damn.
Is Sam
dude.
the other dude in Bone Machine right
no,
now? Or-
Sam is big as hell. He's my height, but like he looks like a swimmer.
Yeah,
Dude's got a
okay.
swimmer's
yeah.
body.
He does have a
All right.
swimmer body.
No, he. I'm trying to think of some of the other bands that he was in. Like he went to Radford. He graduated and he's living in Richmond now.
Okay.
But Joey is the tall kid in Bone Machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joey and Tashi, they're also so good.
Okay. Gotcha.
But Sam, we met. I think it was me, Reese, Evan,
Yeah.
Cohen,
Yeah.
and when Ace was playing with us.
Yes.
We played at Center Street for a tech tailgate, and Sam just is bouncing around.
You can see him above everybody else.
Yeah, and just like was like glued to like Reese and Ace.
Yeah.
And they met him through seeing him there.
Yeah.
And then by the time Evan graduated, we needed bass, and then asked Sam to join. And I got really lucky with finding
Yeah.
people to play with.
Yeah. It just
Most
fell
peop-
into your life.
99% of people don't get that.
Yeah.
And that's something that I try to not take for granted because
Yeah. Not any like weird egos. Nothing crazy.
I
like,
did it when I first joined the fraternity
Yeah.
and started playing in the band. I got a taste of, okay, you really have to find people
Yeah.
because there's a lot of guys who are just doing it for fun and to
Right.
get drunk and that kind of thing.
to get laid.
So I found Reese, and Jason was the one who introduced me to Reese. And I got lucky. So, I mean, I always think of it too as me where I'm at in my like musical journey right now all stems from like meeting those guys.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have happened if I didn't meet Reese.
Right.
Because the Jowlers wouldn't have been a thing.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have had a band to go fill in for Jared.
Yeah.
What is a jowler?
No,
That's
so
a pig, baby.
Is it?
That's a
Okay,
big
because I was gonna
pig.
say, I
I was
remember
gonna say,
seeing
I
the
thought I've
logo.
seen
Y'all like
it.
spray painted on a sheet or something.
So I think it's also like a body part.
Yeah.
I think it is something
It's
to
like
do with the jaw.
jowl. Yeah, it's down here, which is
Really?
what I always
Is that the
liked
same
about
thing?
it. Yeah. This is called like if someone like a big person, like a fat person, had like a big hunk of meat right here.
It's a jowl.
That's a jowl. Yeah.
Okay, but a jowler stems from like a drinking game. It's like it's a dice game, but the dice are like little pigs.
Yeah.
No
And
shit.
they
Like
have,
from Pretty Little Pigs.
they have
Yeah,
four
yeah,
legs,
yeah.
and you roll them, and they'll like
Yeah,
be
stand
on their
up,
hind
on their
legs
back,
or
yeah.
all that shit.
I'm with
and
you.
then a double leaning jowler is like the most rare thing, and we all lived in the same apartment complex, and we started off at. There's been so many names to that band. Like it was the double leaning jowlers, and we're like. That takes
Yeah.
so long to say.
Yeah.
Be jowlers.
We're the jowlers.
Yeah. But it was, I think there was like 6 band names,
Yeah.
Wow.
6 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, me, Reese, and Sam, that was like, as far as like talent wise, that was where we started to be like, all right, we're not playing frat parties.
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
gonna play,
Let's go play venues.
yeah, and let's be good.
Yeah.
Because like I joined that band in the fraternity, and then everybody graduated, so I was the only one left, and I was still in the fraternity, and I'm like, all right, I think I have the power here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I get the reins.
So I was just like, all right, I want to play with good musicians.
Yeah.
So we just went and did that. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you did mention. So is there a difference between playing at the frats and then is that a level of professionalism? Like, is that a step up? Do you have to get away from that scene to feel more as like a professional?
it depends, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times where they get disgusting.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
I
That's why I'm
just played
asking.
one on Saturday. I filled in with a band, and like it is.
You're like, I know I don't do this anymore.
I mean, before we even start, like we sound checked and then sat, and before we even started, there was like people on the stage, like like
man.
karaoke.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, that's you know that's coming because it's Greek life and people are drinking, and it's not necessarily just Greek life. You have to be prepared for any kind of event like that. But honestly, those can be more fun because sometimes you start doing your thing and we'll play original music and like some covers, and they'll scream out like, play this artist. And we're like, and you'll hear that a bunch of times, and you kind of feel like where their vibe is going.
Gotcha.
And we're like, all right, we don't know that artist, but let's play this shit, and that'll get them.
They might know that.
Going.
Yeah.
So it's fun to play those gigs because it's less of like sticking to a set list and playing it from 0 seconds to 90 minutes.
Mhm.
It's you can kind of do what you want,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they want you to do too.
Yeah.
In some cases, some people will just want to see the Jared Stout Band. Other
Yeah.
people will want a party from the Jared Stout Band.
Right.
Got you.
In that case, we kind of got to blend them.
Mm.
Blend,
You
throw
gotta
some originals
please
in.
everybody a little bit.
Yeah. So it's fun to do those gigs because it's like a little breather from what we normally do if we're going and playing a set that's just original music. Kind of fun to go do one that's maybe we play some covers that we haven't played in a year.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're like, let's play them because even if we miss one note, it's still going to kick ass. 'Cause
Yeah.
we know it.
Right.
So
I was about to say they're not real hard critics.
No,
like at
yeah,
that stuff.
right.
Everyone's drinking and they're having fun.
Just having a good time in general.
yeah.
I was about to say some of my favorite shows were like in basements of frats because of how into it people will get into some songs.
Yep.
Like you won't get that everywhere you go, but people will like be wild and at a frat sometimes. So that can be cool.
I like it too. I like it more sometimes as well. And I would rather go see a big band in a small venue than go see them in a big venue.
yeah,
'Cause
facts.
It's like at a stadium or some shit with 60,000 people. There's probably 10,000 that were like last night. We're like, oh, let's just get tickets and go see this show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like at a small venue, that shit sells out, and people who buy
Everybody's
tickets are like,
there
we're
for
going for this
y'all.
band.
Oh
and
yeah.
Yeah.
someone's gonna die.
yeah, exactly.
I love that. Like I saw I don't know if you know who Gojira is. They're like a big metal band, but I saw them at the National. And the National in Richmond. National's a big venue. But for like one of the biggest bands in music, it's small.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like mind blowing.
Huh.
Yeah.
But even scaling way down from that, basement shows, if you can power through the sweat and the heat, they're fun as shit. Especially if you go and like see your boys in a band and like you're supporting musicians. And that's what I liked about the house, was because like every band that was playing there had some connection with somebody
Yeah,
in
it was
the
all
circle.
friends of friends. Or,
Yeah, so everyone's gonna be like treated the same and like just have a ball. So those are really fun. I like small venues. I do. It's fun to play those big ones. And my mind may change. Sometimes it can be too big.
Yeah.
But that could change just coming from doing them more often.
Yeah.
But the small venues like the 100, like the Milk Parlor, I actually really like the Milk Parlor.
Milk Parlor's a dope little venue.
The stage is nice.
Yeah.
I like how high it is.
It's high. It's not big, but it's not super tiny.
Yeah, everybody's got
It's
space
comfortable.
to breathe.
And if you put 200 people in there, it's packed.
Yeah, it's dick to butt in there.
And it's you feed off that energy.
Yeah.
If there's like there's a lot of shows we'll play where it's like maybe like an amphitheater and people are in lawn chairs and like far away.
Energy's way
It
different.
feels way different when they're compared to when there's people right in front of you.
Yeah.
And you can like see them.
So you guys have played some dope venues. I mean, Floyd Fest.
Yep.
Dr. Pepper Park.
Mhm.
You guys played the Daleville Town Center, which I think is a cool.
I love
cool
Daleville.
venue.
That's a fun stage.
Yeah.
That was cool.
You know, I've lived in Daleville the past like 17 years and I've never been to a concert in the park there.
Me neither.
It's a fun fucking time, dude.
Well, I didn't know what it was either.
Yeah.
And then Jared was like, we got Daleville Town, or I think it was Reese that said like, you guys should play Daleville Town Center or something. Then Jared said, we're playing Daleville Town Center. And I'm like, so we're just like playing in a mall? Like, what the hell is Daleville Town?
Yeah.
But no, it's a badass, like giant field.
Oh, you like
you
it?
can
Big
fit 1,000
field.
people there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen 500 or 600 people over there
Yeah.
for some of these artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they pack the dance floor. I mean,
Yep.
people come, like, they drink, you know, the crowd's, like, it's a little bit like you said, where there's some people in lawn chairs watching, but
Yep.
it seems like a lot of people get engaged and get up and you know,
No, that's a fun one.
I think
too.
it's a cool one. But so I was going to ask, what is your favorite venue that you've played at?
We played Chesterfield After Hours, which is in Midlothian.
Yeah.
So there's like the Doswell After Hours, which is like where like Skinnerd comes and like
shit,
Goo Goo
yeah.
Dolls and like those type, the Nelly or something. I think.
Hey, let's go, Nelly.
But like the big ones go,
Yeah.
and then After Hours, we open for Little River Band, which is like
Oh, nice.
Fuck
That's
me.
badass.
Y'all open
Nice.
for LRB?
yeah.
What?
It was Little River Band and 38 Special, which I don't know if you know them, but they have the one hit.
Yeah.
But there's more, but like that's the one. The
Yeah.
Hold On Loosely. We opened for those two bands. That was a really fun stage. I think those were like, and I think that's the biggest crowd that I've played for. I don't know if it's the band, but I've played for. It was like 1,800.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's
Fuck
pretty
me.
good.
That's awesome.
That's a good little group.
And yeah, those are the ones you look forward to the most.
Yeah.
Because especially if they're in a different area, like it wasn't here, it was in Richmond.
Yeah.
So we have like a whole support group that's come to see us, and then you've got like 1,200 random people
Yeah,
that
just
you've never
people,
met
yeah.
and that you can like showcase yourself to. And go to the merch tent, and we sold like so much merch.
That's what I was
awesome.
gonna say, bro.
That's
The
awesome.
merch
Yeah.
sales got to be
That's
going
how
y'all
nice
have good
when you
merch.
travel like that. You kick ass.
That's how you make the money
Yeah.
on those
Yep.
kinds of shows, because
Yeah.
they're not money shows, they're exposure shows,
Right.
Which in the long run are the shows that help you the most.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
mo- the-
That's gonna make you the money.
200
It is.
Is
Instagram
getting the
followers,
exposure.
you know, like at the K, you know,
Yep.
2K worth
Yeah.
of t-shirt sales.
Yep.
People out there wearing some shit that says your name on it.
Yep.
Hey,
Those
who's that?
those are the ones that I look forward to the most, and that we really have the mindset of like let's show people like
Let's do it.
our shit,
Yeah.
because like they've never heard us before, and we're gonna make them like us.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna happen.
What was that venue like? Was it
So,
outside or?
Yeah, it was outside. It was outside like Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Probably, I think it was about as like twice as big as Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Stage wise,
Dr. Pepper can hold 2,500.
Yeah.
If I'm not incorrect.
That's packed in that hoe though.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's packed.
that would be I mean,
that'd be it.
that
Yeah,
Lee
max.
Bryce sold
Ain't
out.
nowhere to park either. So that
Yeah,
would be
you can't park anywhere
trying
to
to
park.
put 2,500
Shitty park.
people in
What was it
there.
like, a field?
It was,
Or-
yeah. So they had like stage and then probably 300 or 400 like seats.
Yeah.
And then the sound booth, and then behind the sound booth was just a little like hill
Okay.
going up with grass.
Oh, nice.
Where that's like GA.
Yeah.
And then the seats were like just floor or whatever. But that one was really fun.
Nice.
Because it was a big place, but it was a listening room.
Yeah.
Because if I go see Doobie Brothers
Right.
and I'm sitting down and the opening band comes on, I'm not standing up.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
no way.
Yeah,
Unless
facts.
everybody else is standing
Right.
up. So we were on this big stage with huge sound playing to all these people just sitting.
Just
It was kind of weird.
yeah.
It was.
And the people dancing are fucking,
Yeah,
50 yards
everyone's
away.
just kind of
Yeah.
sitting. And you kind of you go into it thinking that, hey, they're here for the headliner.
Yeah.
So you might not see them paying attention to you.
Right.
So it's just all the thought process of making them.
Right.
Um,
Grab them.
Yeah. And we've been successful at doing that. And when you do that, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
So that Chesterfield After Hours was really fun. In Roanoke, I love the 5 Points stage
Yeah.
because 5 Points is a good little kind of like medium between a small venue and a big venue.
Yeah.
I don't know what it holds. I would say a couple hundred at least, maybe 350
Yeah.
or something. But just it's like an old church and it's really intimate and small. And if you
Where
pack
is
that
that?
place, right by Dr. Pepper Park,
No shit. I don't
Yeah.
even know. I didn't even
right
know
up
about
the
that.
road. I don't know what.
I want to
business
say
it
it's
is.
Jefferson.
The Jefferson Center?
No. Nah, Jefferson's down more, I think.
Jefferson Center's over towards like Big Lick.
Word.
Well,
Yeah, I was saying, I
it's
know where
just
that was. I
Jefferson-
I never heard of it.
It's
It's pretty cool.
Jefferson Road, I think.
Hmm.
And it yeah, it does take you. It
That's
takes
cool.
you right down to where like there's a Moe's big apartment complex. All the hospitals are there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're gonna go to the hospital, it's on that road.
Got you. Yeah.
You wouldn't really notice it if you. It is a church.
Yeah, it does look like a
Nice.
church.
Huh.
That's fucking cool.
Never knew that was there.
It's
Yeah.
a, it's a
pretty cool.
popular spot.
It
It's
is.
really popular.
They-
People
and
love.
I'm just
that
you know me.
place.
I'm not totally in that scene
Right,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
music
yeah.
scene. So yeah, it's neat for me. I'll have to check something out.
They do cool shit too. Like they
Yeah.
have bands come in. Like bands come in there. Like I saw 49 Winchester this past like at the beginning of the year.
Is that where they played?
So they played. I know they played at 5 Points.
The most recent show?
I want to say. I don't think they.
I tried to get tickets. I love them.
bad.
And they sold out so fast because it's like you said. I think they have a very they have that like just fan base that is clutch
Right.
to them. Like they're gonna buy
Yeah.
the tickets immediately because
Um,
they're all Appalachia based, so they're
there
like
was-
fairly
other than
hometown.
Okay.
other than if they opened for somebody at like Salem Civic
Yeah,
Center or
yeah,
the
no.
Berwyn Center.
No, it was their tour
Yeah.
Okay, then it probably was
because
5
I
Points.
wanted to get tickets and I just didn't get it fast enough.
They were down at the Rooster Walk Pops Farm site that we did a thing down there. That was the most recent time.
That's dope.
They're at the Harvester for New Year's.
Nice.
3 nights in a row.
That's cool, man.
Cool.
I think they're all sold out, but
That's dope. I would imagine, man. They got like
3 nights in a row.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
should go put
Yo,
Hot
that's
29, 30,
impressive.
29, 30, 31, I'm pretty
Those
sure.
guys are
It started with
badass.
just 31, and then I think like a minute and a half like gone. So they're like, let's just do
Damn.
3 nights. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You sell out 3 times in a row at the
Go
same
for it.
venue. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That means
yeah.
they need to go to a bigger venue when they come through the valley then.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause they got more
They
fans.
just went on tour on a overseas tour with Luke Combs.
Oh fuck.
And got back and announced that they were doing their own tour over there.
Oh wow.
And
Oh,
then
that's
like a
badass.
month later, they were like, we have to upgrade all the venues. Like the places that they
Because
had scheduled.
they need more
Yeah, they
seating.
need more
couldn't
tickets.
fit.
Wow.
So I
Oh.
mean, that
See?
they're super. I love them.
Yeah.
They're not like. If you asked me like 3 years ago, like if I listened to that band, I'd be like no,
Yeah.
because like I wasn't really into the country
Right.
scene at all. But I love them. I think they're great, and they're even
They're
better
talented,
live.
bro.
They're awesome.
I'll have to check them out.
But they've been on just a
Upward
Good for them.
trajectory.
I didn't know all
No,
that.
good
That's
for them,
good for
too.
them, man. That's
Dude,
really cool. I didn't know about all that.
Speaking of fucking touring overseas, I saw that the Jared Stout Band was over there in England, Ireland.
we went to
England.
Ireland. Yeah.
Or was it just Ireland?
Yeah, it was just Ireland.
Okay.
That was really fun.
Dude, tell me about that.
Yeah, so we got set up by a woman who actually lives in Floyd and would work with used to maybe still does, but used to work with like bands, and she did a lot of booking, like booked people over in Ireland. I think she saw us at Dogtown Roadhouse right in Floyd, and she was like, I want to do this for you guys.
Yeah.
And we're like, haha, okay.
Okay, cool.
And then,
Lady at the bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, a couple months later, Jared like messaged and said like, hey, like, this is what she's come up with. And I'm like, yo, is this real?
Is this for real, dude?
So it was real. It
Yeah.
was sick. And God bless her and thank her. She like set everything up for us. And we had a lot of really generous people financially support us and help us do that. But we went for, I think, 11 days, flew into Dublin and then rented a car. And we didn't hit a city really until the last night.
Yeah.
We just flew into Dublin and went all the way like to the northwest corner.
Yeah.
Got there and had like a woman host us, and for 3 days, and then we just went. I think we played 10 times in 11 days. We had one day where we didn't play.
Wow.
That's awesome.
But we just went down the West Coast in a rental car, and just played it. Like the shows were nothing extravagant at all,
Yeah.
but they were like some very cool historic places.
Yeah, which is just an
That's
awesome
incredible, dude.
experience.
Yeah, and the first night, the Rusty Mackerel is what it was called.
Rusty Mackerel.
Dude,
The Rusty Mackerel.
Think of a more Irish name than the Rusty
Tie it
Mackerel.
on a pint or two with me boys with the Rusty Mackerel tonight.
So we flew in and played that show that night, and this, I forget what his name is, and our harmonica player, Robbie's going to kill me for not knowing what his name, Dermot Byrne, I think was his name.
Dermot Byrne, nice to meet
Dermot
you.
Byrne. Yeah, right.
Max, you seen that coming.
So we're playing in like this pub, and it's probably, the room we're playing in is probably from that wall to the lights.
Yeah.
And there's a bar here.
Just tight.
So there's this.
Yeah.
And we're playing there.
Just tight,
Wow.
dude. That's awesome.
And the whole time, like, we didn't have, like, we couldn't travel with speakers.
Right.
So we're, like, having people, like, rent us the gear or, like, let us use it. So there's, like, one speaker. Thank God I did this the day before we flew out. I went and bought, like, a mini, like, battery-powered amp.
Yeah.
And it turns out I had to play through that.
That was
a
your
couple
number
of times,
one guy.
and
yeah.
it would die like while we're playing.
Oh,
So
and you're on bass?
yeah, I was on guitar.
Oh,
He's playing
okay,
guitar.
okay,
Yeah.
still.
And it died one time, and I was like, I guess I'm just gonna. I'm done.
Yeah.
like my
I'm
amp's
done.
done. My amp's dead. And I didn't have acoustic guitar, and I had electric guitar. But we're playing in this corner, and this guy comes, like, short little guy. I mean, everybody over there is everyone's shorter than me.
Yeah.
Everyone over there is shorter than y'all.
Yeah. yeah.
But
Itty bitty
he
lads
comes,
over there.
he's stumbling in, super drunk, and we're playing. And he goes up to Robbie, and he's like, "Can I play? What does he play? Accordion?" He's like, "Can I play accordion with you?" And we're like, "We're in Ireland. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever." He's like, "Yeah." And he comes in, and he's playing along, and he's playing good.
Yeah.
Like, he's not missing a note. And we're just, because we figured that's how this trip's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of just like connecting with people. So he's playing, and then, like, I don't know if Robbie found out, like, while we were still in Ireland or when we got back, but Dermot Byrne is like the accordion
He's
player.
Really?
Like, the
Wow.
guy.
I'm the most accomplished player of accordions in all of Ireland.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So little
dude.
shit like that happened a lot.
Wow, that's awesome.
He's just
Yeah.
drunk
That
bastard.
is-
at the bar.
that's a
that is
coincidence.
insane.
That's wild.
Asking to play accordion, and he just happens to be the guy.
Yeah,
I
like
love
the
that.
Ireland guy for accordion.
I fucking
and we're
love
like,
that.
damn.
He must have liked y'all's playing then.
That's
Yeah,
he
yeah.
likes your vibe.
Yeah, no. Well, the one thing that I will say is no discredit to like people in our country.
Yeah.
But over there, the appreciation for music,
The music is different.
Wow.
Yeah.
unreal.
Well, it's like you guys do like the vocalizing and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's like their bread and butter over there, especially
Yeah.
at pubs and stuff.
Well, all of
People just start singing.
country, folk, like everything has to do with the Appalachian region,
Yeah.
like stems from over there.
It's right from
from
Ireland.
their
yeah.
music. So yeah, we'd be over there and they love all the same. Now there's a ton of like Irish based
Yeah.
bands, but they'll be like, "Can you guys play Luke Combs? Can you play Tyler Childers?"
Yeah.
They're like, this
Oh,
is
wow.
no
I've
different.
seen they love Tyler Childers
They
over
do.
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and everybody does here too.
He's got a great
Um,
voice, and because he talks about the same shit
Yeah.
that they're, you know.
But over there, it was like we played. There was two. The gigs were interesting because like one of them we played in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And people paid like, it was like a dinner service. It was like people paid like $50.
Yeah.
And like sat and ate dinner and listened to us play. And there was a show like that, and then there was some in a bar where people are drinking and
Yeah.
screaming and yelling. And then there was another one where it was also just a big not big, but just a listening room, and there was like 40, maybe 40 people or so in there.
Yeah.
And we'd finish the song and just like pin drop
Yeah.
silence.
Wow.
Everyone's just
looking
just
at you.
staring and like so engaged. And there was a table. I think it was somebody's birthday, and there was a table, and we're playing, and they're talking, and everyone's like, "Yo, shut the hell up!" Like
That's hilarious.
I've never had that.
They're just
happen.
like they're actually engaged in your performance.
Yeah, yeah, it was
yeah.
super cool. And then so we just went all the way, not all the way, halfway down the West Coast. We went on this island to take a ferry over there and played at a place on the island for 2 days.
Oh shit.
Wow.
And then take the ferry back, and then went to Galway, which is like the one big city
Yeah.
that we went to. Probably like compare it to like a Richmond
Yeah.
or something. Maybe
Oh,
a little
wow.
smaller
Yeah.
than Richmond. But no, it was like a culture shock when we got to that city,
Yeah.
because the previous 9 days we'd been. I mean, it's like
Countryside. Yeah.
countryside, but it's not like it's like this. But to me, the mountains looked way bigger because
Yeah.
there's no trees over
Right.
there. There's the roads, and there's like trees along the roads, but the mountains are just like grass and rock.
That's like
pretty,
Colorado.
man. It's pretty.
That's what was
They look
crazy about
massive.
Colorado.
And
is
the
like
whole
that.
time, Jared and Robbie are like, they're not bigger, and I'm like, dude, they're bigger.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
That's
Um,
fucking.
But no, they're the same size. But it was super pretty.
Yeah.
And I mean, but yeah, at least me, I had a culture shock going into that city,
Yeah.
coming from just like driving around the countryside, skinny ass roads,
Tiny roads.
stone walls like this far from
Yeah.
the car.
Oh shit!
Did you do any driving over there?
No, I couldn't,
Yeah.
because I was expecting to.
Yeah.
And we got there, and the brown car lady was like, "Who's the other driver?" And I was like, "Me." I gave her my license. She's like, "You have to be 30."
Really?
Based on, because we were getting an SUV because we had all our stuff.
Yeah.
Is the steering wheel on the right in
Yep.
Ireland? Okay.
Yep. I wanted to drive so bad.
Yeah.
Because I would have drove the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
I know you love
But
driving.
yeah, you had to be 30 for the SUV, and I was like,
It's
"Damn,
fucking wild.
That is
sucks."
insane.
Yeah.
Fuck Europe, dude.
You're gonna be old as shit to drive an
26,
SUV.
like that's just old. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I'd
I'm
say
an
that's.
old-
I'd
I'm
say you
old.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm a grown
I've
ass.
been driving for a decade.
Yeah, 10 years, man. Yeah.
But nah, it is what it is. But no, it was really fun. We had a good time. But yeah, the right side of the road thing was interesting. Took like a day to get used to that. But then
I bet one close call could get you used to it.
it's weird. It is. Well, the other thing too is that it's kilometers over there.
Oh, yeah.
So like the speed limit on like the highway is like 120 kilometers,
yeah.
which is maybe like 75 or something.
Yeah.
But then you get to the like super windy country roads, and it's like speed limit 100 kilometers per hour.
Like
And
60 miles an hour.
So yeah, like on roads you should be going 30.
Yeah.
You could go 60.
I
So the
love
whole
that.
time Jared's like, and people are just whizzing.
Yeah.
Everyone who lives there for their whole life just flies.
They're moving. Yeah.
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 That's amazing.
No, but that was fun, and we're really blessed that we were able to do that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I never thought that, at least as young as I am, that what would take me over there would be music. I never would have thought about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always thought I'd go on vacation and play golf or like something like that.
Yeah.
Are you a golfer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Word.
Yep. I've been playing for a long time. My dad's played for a long time too. So like he would take me out when I was young and then played golf in high school. And I haven't played as much here, mainly because my career doesn't financially support being able to go play golf.
Yeah.
It's an expensive hobby. Yeah.
Right. It is an expensive hobby, but it's fun and I love it. And I've been playing for a while. But I've been on sort of like a once every month kind of thing for the past 2 years.
What's the lowest you ever shot? 18.
I haven't broken par. I've shot 73.
Okay.
That's the lowest.
I'd say that's pretty damn good.
That's
fucking good.
That's really
If
good.
you can break 90, like you know what the fuck you're doing.
I've played for a while. I've on a good day I can go. I'll hopefully shoot like anywhere from 74 to 77.
It's pretty damn good.
Whoa, bro. Yo, that's
pretty damn good,
impressive.
dude.
Just a couple over.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's too humble.
Well, you see me and you don't think that that's possible.
You got the stroke,
that's
though.
why I asked.
the
I was
stroke.
like, what?
You got to come play Ashley sometime.
I've been wanting to play
Yeah,
Ashley.
yeah, come
I haven't
play
played
Ashley.
there. I've played Old Mill, Blue Hills, Hanging Rock, everything down
Yeah.
like towards River Course, Auburn Hills, but I haven't played Ashley.
Yeah, come
so
play Ashley and we'll caddy for you.
I'm down. Once it gets warmer,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, golf is one of the sports that it's probably my favorite sport that I've played
Yeah.
my whole life.
Okay.
Just because I can go do it now. Like it's kind of like it to me. It's the sport that you can play for the rest of your life.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's what draws me to it because I think of music that way.
Yeah.
You see people playing like Ozzy's like one and it's
Yeah.
it's super old and so
Play music forever.
yeah, it's one of those things that you can play forever and also pick up when you're 40.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Just
can't-
start
not a
that
real
journey
time limit.
whenever,
It's a big risk to go into the rec gym at 40 and start playing basketball and
Yeah.
You're gonna pull something
tear an
immediately.
ACL in a week.
Shit, I feel like I'm going to pull some every time I hop in the rec gym.
Right. But no, golf is it is my favorite sport. And I love watching it too.
Yeah.
Which I understand when people say that's insane.
It's
I
sublime
get that.
sometimes, though. Like the Masters especially,
I
dude.
get why people say golf is the worst sport to watch because it's not fun.
Right. Right.
It's fun to me because I like golf.
It's not exciting.
No.
I
Yeah.
like golf more than I like soccer, to be honest.
I'd watch golf over soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer's obviously more fast paced.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the soccer.
I fuck with some
Really?
soccer,
But I like
bro.
golf.
Oh,
I started
cannot
off-
watch
Gunners.
soccer.
Go
Gunners.
I started
Should've
off
listened.
soccer like being like I would never watch it, but then
Yeah.
like in college and like high school,
It's kind of
like,
what happened to me.
my
yeah.
friends would be like, "Let's watch World Cup," and we watch it, and I'll be like,
Shit's pretty
"This is
interesting.
World Cup
sick."
type, yeah.
Yeah,
When there's something like that at stake, yeah, it's hard not
Yeah.
to get into it. Like he was saying with the Masters, it's like I'm not a big golf guy, but if the Masters is
Masters
on, I
is- I get
might,
excited
I
about
might
it.
tune in. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
competitive level.
People play
it's like you
different.
watching
And, like-
people like in their
Yeah.
prime element trying to compete at the top level in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
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 I guess, yeah, in that terms, the World Cup, yeah.
Every
That's
sport,
interesting.
every sport, man. Even
Yeah.
like I've kind of tried to get into like boxing and like mixed martial arts and stuff. It's like once you realize how fucking smart those guys are with like what they're doing and how technical it is, pretty neat.
you can't be at that level and not have
Yeah.
You have to be smart.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Know what you're
And golf's another one where like it's more technical than like casual
Yeah.
person would ever know.
It's a lot of. I mean, they say it's 90% mental,
Yeah.
and
That is a
it's-
tough. That game can break you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be at that level. You have to stand 4 feet from the hole and make 500 putts a day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit that it takes, and obviously no one wants to do that. So like it is super hard to get. Even like the amateurs
Mhm.
in golf are shooting like
Freakishly
63
good.
to 66.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's crazy. I think it's one of the hardest sports to go pro in
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
I would think so
Yeah.
personally.
But now you've got a whole bunch of a whole bunch of other leagues doing
Right.
stuff. I think they're opening that up more, and that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that because there's so many
Yeah.
good golfers that like
Give them all a chance to get
right,
some money. Yeah.
right. It doesn't have to be professional level,
Right.
But you know what I mean.
Let them
So,
fucking hack at it, especially when there's like how many people get invited to any given weekend?
I don't know. I think
it's like 100 plus.
Yeah, I think it's like 70 or something make the cut.
Yeah.
Or something.
So it's 120 golfers,
Yeah.
140 golfers out there at any
Yeah.
given time. Like, get some fucking dudes out there, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Get some bros out there.
You never know,
Because every
man.
once in a while, you go out there and shoot the best fucking,
Yeah.
the best 18 holes of your life.
I've shot terribly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have it.
Then you
Like,
come back and
you
you're
can
killing
think
it.
you can think the same thing every day, but
Yeah.
like it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's the right place, right time sport.
Yeah.
And even if even if you're the best in the world, it could
Yeah.
fucking start raining.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yep.
a bird could fuck your shit up. I don't know. Like, anything can happen out there, bro.
You've been playing your whole life for this moment.
Playing your whole life.
And it
Shia
gets
LaBeouf
fucked
in
up
that
by a
one movie.
bird.
What is that? What's that one called? The Shia LaBeouf movie?
The
What's
golf
the-
one?
Yeah.
Bagger Vance?
Bagger Vance.
It's
yeah.
with him. No.
That's Matt Damon.
That's Matt Damon and
No,
Will
I
Smith.
don't know what the hell you're
it's,
talking about.
Yeah, it's
Shia
gonna
LaBeouf
piss
is
me
a
off.
golf movie?
Look it up, Ron. Shia
gonna piss
LaBeouf
me
golf
off.
movie, babe.
25 minutes later.
It was right? Oh,
It
hell
was
yeah.
right.
Came off a sewing
Sewing
machine.
machine.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Just a callback.
Hey, by the way, I was waiting for the
What the hell's going on over in the sound room, man?
I'm going to get you a little, I'm going to put a
We
little
need to get
bell.
Ron a mic.
No, I'm going to put a
Or
bell.
just a light up there when
A
he's got
bell on
something.
the on the soundboard, and so if you got a response, you just ding that bell, and we'll know to refer to you. I can take it out in post production, so it's not there.
I don't know what the name of that movie is.
What do you
It's
got,
pissing
Ron?
me off.
The greatest game
Okay.
ever played.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a fucking banger. That's one of those ones
That's
you
a
can
good
watch
movie.
on TikTok in 45-second clips.
Oh, yeah. And just go
Whole
through
thing.
I
Yeah.
was like,
part 1 through
It's
16.
the fucking next clip movie,
Well, then you get
boy.
to part 11 and it stops. And
Yeah.
you haven't posted part 12 yet. And you're.
Yeah, then you're
Yes.
like, where's part 12 at? And the kid's probably fucking arrested for selling fentanyl-laced vapes to kids or some shit. Who knows?
It made all
Put fentanyl in the
logical
vapes.
sense.
I
And
know
I
how
solved the
difficult it
nicotine
is
problem that way.
to post to fucking TikTok. And I can't imagine how these people sit there on their computer and do this. And they're like, all right, well, just,
Oh, like those
Yeah.
accounts that are
Yeah.
just like for. Like the movie clip account.
like, let me take this whole ass movie with Shia LaBeouf and put it up there.
Right.
One of them will jump off. And then it'll be like, I'll get
Think about it though.
150,000
That's the
views.
craziest way to like make money.
Yeah, right? And then they're like, okay,
It's
well,
effort, but like the
AdSense.
thought process is okay. Just taking this thing and
Yeah.
putting it into different parts, putting it online.
I'll just put it on.
One of them gets 2 million views, and you're like,
You're good.
Okay, now
you
I
get a
have
check
money.
for $2,000 in the mail. You're like, all right, let's keep this.
Okay,
going.
let's keep going, dude. It's,
Stack them over top of some Subway
Yeah.
Surfer or something like that.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
the backgrounds are the best.
Clip of
It's
somebody
so
like
random sometimes.
refurbishing an old lighter. And you're like, okay, I'll watch.
I'll watch those and won't
Yeah.
like if there's
Yeah, I
voiceover.
won't pay attention to
I
the
won't give a
fucking
shit
video.
about the voiceover. Just be watching this guy like make a like a straw hut out in the jungle.
My favorite one are the ones that are
I
like
love those.
obviously like a Chinese AI has like watched the movie and is trying to describe what's going on. And it's like, the man has decided that today he is going to rob a bank. And it's like, the man slowly plans out his strategy for robbing the bank. It's just like a fucking, like a heist movie or whatever. It's funny.
I'm sure yours is too. My TikTok feed is not what everybody else.
It's
is.
broken, dude.
It is the underside scum,
Yeah.
crumb filled
The belly.
side of the belly.
The
It's
belly.
the belly of TikTok.
And that's the best place to be on
it
TikTok.
is, dude.
Because
I
I,
don't
love
care.
to see the best and the worst of humanity.
Right.
And I think that's what you can do is see the fucking full spectrum, dude. Literally the full spectrum. Oh my goodness. No, we send each other some TikToks sometimes.
Yeah.
That when you
I don't
get
go
there,
on as much.
No, it's got to be a little treat
Yeah.
because it really is.
I
like
try to limit myself to
staring
like.
into the fucking like the magical ball in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it too long, Sauron will like get you.
Yeah, you'll be on it for hours. But
Yeah. Do you remember at the Renegade one time warming up in the back staircase, warming up faces, ooh la la,
I do.
in the back staircase?
Yep.
That's a fucking core memory for me, dude.
That I forgot about that.
That is, that's one of my favorite moments.
Did you come once?
I came twice, I
That's
think,
what she
2 or 3 times. Yeah, I come all the time.
We got to cut that.
But no, I think I came with
Hit it,
y'all.
Ron.
I think
You
three,
what?
2 or 3 times. But that one time, yeah, we were in the back staircase. It was
Somebody else came with you, right?
You what? Yes. Stay on it. Stay on that button.
Every time they say come.
maybe somebody else was up there. I can't remember.
Was it Austin?
It was Austin came up that time, I think.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I haven't seen Austin
I
forever.
haven't seen him in forever too. I feel like I saw him in Blacksburg.
Yeah.
What, Brock's?
Yeah.
Brock's
like a while
brother?
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I hope he's doing well. I hope he's listening. Yes.
I haven't seen that dude in a long, long time. Probably last time was at y'all's place.
Yeah.
He was doing like, I don't know, you guys were charging at one point. He was collecting that shit or something.
Yeah.
Oh, the
yeah, he was
money.
running door.
Dude, he was a great.
Yeah, he was
Great
running door.
guy. He's like, yeah, dude, I don't give a shit if you don't have cash.
Yep.
We've got Venmo. We got Cash App right here, dude. He's like, I'm not going to let you in the fucking basement. No, you're not going to go get your friend. He's like, you stand right there until I get you fucking money.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
He's
Dude,
great.
he was a champ for doing that, dealing with all those shows and shit.
It's a beast.
He was cool.
Good fucking
He was
guy.
there before you, right? You never lived with
Yeah, no, that was he moved out before we moved in. He lived with his girlfriend at the time.
Right.
And then solo up there. But he was always over the crib.
Yeah.
Perpetually.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude. Shout out Austin.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he was an OG 1311 member with Reese and Ace
Yep.
back before we moved in. So it was still basically his house.
And you got Clockwood came in.
Yeah, John Clockwood right at the end, who's living
That's
out.
someone's actual last name, Clockwood?
I think
Yeah.
his last name's Lockwood.
Yeah, but he was
I
his
don't know.
perform name was called. Who
He
knows?
said we never
was
He's a
found
Father
out.
Time.
mysterious
It
character,
was
Father Time.
And that's the band.
That's it.
And that record,
Yeah,
I listened to way more
Rocky
than
Pocky
it's
or whatever?
actually
It's-
fucking great.
I know.
Like top to bottom, the production on it, the sound, like the
it was
the
all done in
experience,
that basement, that
Literally
cobweb basement.
insane.
And if I have like a drive where there's mountains and there's sunshine and it's
Yeah.
like an hour drive, I throw that
Pop that
album
bad boy on,
crack
dude.
the windows.
Dude, that's a fucking classic, dude. Rocky Pocky off that is like the main
Dude, the
single.
chicken song is the best.
Dude, the chicken song is,
yeah, dude.
dude. People need to get put on.
Yeah.
That
Father Time.
is that he was an interesting character, and he
was.
built his own spot. I think he's living
I
out in
think
the
so.
hills now,
I think it's like near Floyd or something.
which he's living the dream
He
for
is.
real. Like, bless him. Hope
I
he's
think
doing
him
well.
and Sam got close.
Yeah,
Not like close, but like
yeah,
Sam would go to his place like,
That's
from
cool.
time to time and hang out.
that's cool.
I forgot about both of those dudes, Johnny and Austin.
Yeah,
See Davis occasionally.
Davis records down here.
Does he?
Yeah,
David Sears?
yeah,
He was here like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're
I
gonna-
see him if I'm at the milk parlor. I'll run in.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he lives in Bucks.
I would assume.
Still,
Probably
yeah,
shouldn't have
believe-
gave away his location like that.
Whoa,
That's
you're
just like,
doxing
fuck,
him
sorry
like
about
that.
that.
That's
First and last
crazy.
name and location, and his frequent hangout.
What? That's wild.
Hope nobody's looking for you, buddy.
Yeah, and his
fuck,
social
sorry.
is.
He does. He's a carpenter, right?
Yeah,
He's
he's
got enough tools. If
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He could kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
he was
sure.
dope. He
If he
came in and
needed to,
recorded
yeah.
some drums and stuff.
Nice.
Badass.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
We do need to get him on. I told him we could get him on.
Yeah. What do you know the names of his bands? One of us is like Umami Tsunami or something.
He's got some
That's
good
pretty
ones.
cool.
That's one of the
that's
names. And
next
then there's
level.
another one. I forget that
I don't
name.
know what
though.
he's doing. I don't know who he's with right now.
Mm.
I'm not super in touch with like some new Blacksburg bands. I know Smooth Brain. Those guys are sick.
Okay.
And the Parosha.
Parosha done broke up now
Oh,
though.
they did.
Yeah.
I knew of them then.
We need to host a battle of the bands.
That'd be fucking
Biscuits and
epic.
Gravy battle of the bands.
That's
That'd
a
be
cool
fucking
idea.
Sick, dude.
But y'all got to be one.
Yeah,
we gotta be.
No,
a
we
band.
would-
can be
Good
any
we
band.
would like secretly enter as like in like costumes as a band.
You don't have to be a traditional band.
And we do like a Creed cover band,
You
dude.
could, you could do like some like Stomp or like Blue Man Group type shit.
Yeah,
Or
we go
just-
there. We just do
Just
like,
be an a cappella group.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be funny as hell if we did
Oh,
something.
take me home tonight. Oh,
Poetry slam.
down beside that red
Poetry
fire.
slam.
That would be cool. But having like a battle of the band would be sweet. It would be a cool way to get a bunch of bands together and we have like a big event. We fucking record the whole thing and just turn it into a fucking party.
You could
Maybe-
find somebody who's
Yeah.
willing to
Maybe
host
the
that,
hangout.
the losing bands can get into a bracket where they have a drinking competition to get back in. The winner of the drinking competition
That's a good idea.
Gets one
Second
song,
chance.
dude.
Well, having them come back in is a good idea
Yeah.
because if they keep fucking up and losing, but
Yeah.
they win the thing, they're gonna be blacked out. By the
Yeah,
time
they're just done, dude.
so it just gets progressively worse.
Yeah. So they come back in and they're just either too drunk or they're right about the level of drunk where they can just make magic. And it's like about staying right there, but also winning the drink competition. It would heighten the it's like the first 4 bands out go into like a fucking arena and they have a drink off.
Sponsors would be limited for that, but I'm sure. There's somebody out there.
We fucking all we gotta do is find the beer.
I think that'd be cool just to do, just to hype up ourselves. Like
that's what I'm
not
saying. I
even-
wouldn't even try to make any money.
It'd
I'd
just
try
be
to
a
break
cool
even.
ass
right?
fucking event to do.
Like if we could get a bunch of fucking hot dogs and damn hamburgers,
Hot dogs.
and we'd sell hot dogs and hamburgers.
That's the way you have to pronounce it at the
Hot
at
dogs.
the event too. You
we got
must-
wieners and we got burgers. They're like, do you have any fucking chicken tenders? We got wieners and we got burgers, and we got chips. And Klean will go get you a cold soda if you ask him.
Nope.
Damn.
Not going back to the food industry.
Klean not running. He's not running concessions. He'll be out there running sound and performing.
Hopefully. That'd be
Performing
cool.
Shit from Snacks Volume 3.
I'm liking running sound. Spot on Kirk ain't too.
Have you been doing that?
Yeah, I've been running sound at Spot on Kirk.
Nice.
A couple times now. I started volunteering for a little bit, and then I was working like the comedy nights, and so I set up a couple, like no full bands yet, but just like people guitars and stuff like that. And then I've been doing the past couple rap shows there. But yeah, I volunteer there like every single week too. So
Nice.
it's a cool gig. I've always wanted to get into live sound. But never really had like a good entry place. And because Spot on Kirk isn't like super big and they do some of the more intimate shows, that's like a great starting place for learning how to run live
that
sound.
Seems perfect. For sure.
And it's a dope venue. I mean, I've seen
really dope.
some really good artists there. There's a dude named Ari Heist who I'm pretty sure he's won a Grammy for, he wrote a song for someone and he won a songwriter Grammy or something.
No
But
shit.
he played there, just him and an acoustic guitar, and it was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen.
What kind of music does he make?
I mean, it was singer-songwriter stuff. It's like John Mayer, but kind of better. To be honest,
Okay, I mean, shit,
that's
shout
not
out
it. That
John
sounds
Mayer,
that
shout
sounds
out
like a
John
diss.
Mayer.
I like John Mayer,
Shout out John
but
Mayer.
it
Just saying
was
this
like,
guy goes crazy.
yeah, maybe more. Okay, you know the band The Script.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like The Script a little bit. That kind of just soft, easy listening, approachable music. He was really good. Yeah.
That's dope.
Those other dudes,
What's the
Julius
Script's
Taylor.
biggest hit?
What am I supposed to do when the best
That's what.
Yep.
Uneven. I
Actually,
think.
they got a lot though.
What am I supposed
I'm
to
sure
like,
there's way more. That's
when
just the
I'm all
one
broken
that-
up?
Damn, I didn't even know that. That's
the,
cool. That's
the man
cool.
on the corner.
Falling to pieces.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
I'm falling.
That's the one the guy wrote.
That's the one that you would
Yeah,
hear
and
walking
It
around
sounds
Barnes
like
and
he
Noble.
couldn't have wrote it.
That'd be wild.
He was good.
And you're
That'd
just
be
like,
fucking
damn,
wild.
that actually was
What-
a fucking
Or
heater.
you're like, what is that song? It's one
Yeah.
of those songs that if I heard that song, I wouldn't have been like the script.
Right. You're just like,
But
that's
I-
probably
Yeah.
some Rod Stewart shit. It's got a good vibe to it. And then that John Mayer comes on, who Max apparently hates.
John Mayer. No,
No, I'm just
oh,
kidding.
okay,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Big beef with John Mayer on the
Definitely did
pod.
not say that. Hell no.
Body's a wonderland.
He tried to get me with Baby Keem last episode. So we're
He did.
so we're gonna we gotta figure out somebody he hates.
It's all
Well,
about
we
fucking-
did. We started
Oh,
it
he
with
hates
the.
Taylor
sing
Swift. He
the
hates
narrative.
Taylor Swift.
I
That's right.
don't
Yeah.
hate Taylor Swift.
I don't hate Taylor Swift.
I don't hate Taylor Swift.
No, you said that she was not good enough for Travis Kelce. Is what you said.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Oh,
Who
okay.
the hell is she good
Putting
enough
words
for?
in.
I was
You're
about
putting
to
words in my
say, I
mouth.
mean-
I'm just saying that's not exactly who I would expect.
I
Travis
agree with
Kelce
that.
to end up with.
Yeah,
That'd
it
be
does.
totally-
That
Shout
does
out their
seem weird.
relationship. You know, cute for them. I hope they, have a dozen kids and fucking.
Didn't she date Matt Healy, like the 1975?
Yes,
singer?
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
not
more
just because
like
they're
a-
Taylor
music,
Swift did?
like
yeah,
her
I
kind of
didn't know
vibe.
not just because they're in music, but like
No,
that's
just
the vibe.
like they're kind of like That's just
It's more
who I
artsy.
imagine she's singing about in her songs. Like, I
Yeah.
can't imagine her writing an album about like that dude that plays on the
A
Chiefs.
fucking baller.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's she gonna say about him?
Well, I mean, all her old shit was about a high school quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, there you go.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's
I love
upset.
the old Taylor Swift, yo.
She's
Even
going
some of the
off
new
the
stuff
bat.
is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
She's talented as
the,
shit.
She's. I mean,
yeah.
the. I always say this about the D word. I'm not gonna say it because we always mention his ass.
Oh no!
Fuck.
We were doing so
if you talk
good.
About goats, if
We
you
were
talk
doing
about
so
goats, he's
good.
gonna come up. So,
But I won't say it. That's what I said.
No, you don't know. Just
Well,
say
I'm
it.
new,
Just
so I don't
mention
know
it.
what.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
know what
bring-
you're
yeah,
holding back.
bring him
no,
in.
just talk about it and let's see if he can
okay.
guess.
You know damn well he will.
No,
but
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying.
D word.
This person is very successful, but people are often like, "Oh, well, you know, it's just not the same, or it's not that good, or blah blah blah." But the numbers speak for themselves, and that's the same
Yeah,
thing with
yeah.
Taylor. It's like if that many people
Oh, I
fuck
know
with
what you're
it,
talking about.
it's like, you know, if that many people like it, it's got to be good in a certain sense, at least.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
like people ripping on an artist or a musician for doing something different.
Yeah.
To me, is like the most like mind-boggling.
Yeah,
thing ever.
it's like why,
Yeah.
especially people that are that successful and have that sturdy of a discography. It's
Yeah.
like why not?
and
branch
especially
out?
when you're like that big and you've been doing it for so long. At some point, I'm pretty sure like 90% of artists at some point are like, all right, I have the fan base now.
Yeah.
Now what I'm doing for myself.
Yeah,
100%.
And
Yeah.
I think that's the attitude that you should go into it with.
Yes.
Is I'm doing this for myself, and whoever likes it will like it.
yes,
But what else? What more do they need?
Right.
At that point,
that's
it's
what I'm
like
saying.
if they're in a rut and they're like, I need to do
do something
something
different.
to better
Yeah.
to make myself more happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Then they're gonna do that.
my favorite iteration of that is like the 60s and 70s, British bands doing country albums.
Yeah.
Dude, a bunch of British bands would just do like the Stones, dude.
Yeah.
They did country music.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yep.
Just because they fucked with the sound.
Right.
Like they just sang like the people that they were listening to, like
Yeah.
in America as they were touring around.
That's why I like Post because
like
like,
fucking-
I feel like I see him do so many different types of genres.
You said
Yeah.
Post Malone?
Yeah.
That guy's a
Okay.
talent, man.
Yeah.
He can do anything.
Yeah, I mean he'll sing anything.
Like he's done country songs with people.
yeah,
And that kind of stuff. Like
Rock and
I
roll
mean, he came
stuff.
from metal. Is where
Yeah.
he came from.
metal singer,
But
crazy
Oh,
talented.
I did
dude.
not know that.
yeah,
Yeah, I had no idea he did metal
Just
stuff.
blast cigs, drinks Bud Light. He's like
he
a chill
does,
dude.
Yeah,
Whatever
he's got the
interview I
metal
saw,
vibe.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like he was
with you.
He said like at least 2 packs. a
Yeah,
day.
chain
I was
blasting cigs.
Damn.
Dude, that's
I'm like, dude. I mean, like,
I mean,
that's a
you're
bunch.
90 when you're 50.
yeah.
If that's what you're doing.
Pop a Zenachino in, bitch. It's
crazy he blew with White Iverson.
I mean, even if you do put
Of all
throw
things.
10 in it,
Yeah,
it's better than
it's
2
better
packs
than
a
2
day.
packs of ciggies. That's wild.
Yeah.
No, it's. I mean, you know,
What
to
is
each their
Post
own,
Malone
right?
doing? Has he dropped anything
He just
recently?
dropped
Yeah,
a
he
bunch
dropped-
of country songs.
He's on some
With,
country joints.
Oh, word.
Who was it? Fucking.
It's on Hardy's album.
Hardy,
He did it this year?
Yeah, they're new.
whom people always say I look like for some reason.
You do look like Hardy.
The long hair and the glasses.
I'm gonna have to see him. I don't know. I'm actually just
Less
gonna
of a
I
beard,
get
though.
that.
Less
Yeah.
of a beard.
If I see
Yeah.
you, well, no beard.
Drunk
Yeah, no
low
beard, no
light
beard.
in a
Little bit.
bar is when usually women will approach me and say this, and I usually fumble every time because
You just flip the hat around and
Yeah,
shave the
and they're
beard. I
like-
see it.
they're like, "Are you Hardy?" And I'm like, no.
Yeah. No, that's Hank Williams Jr.
I think you
No,
might
this
have
is
to
Hank
start
Weems
singing.
Jr.
That's Hank Jr., brother.
Speaking of Hank Jr., are we gonna go see his ass, dude? Do you want to?
Yeah, we might have to make that play. That's pretty cool.
I kind of really want to see. If the tickets are like at less
Where's
than
he at?
150, I'm gonna go see. He's gonna be in Charlotte
I would think so.
and Raleigh. He's in Charlotte and Raleigh, but I want to go see him in Charlotte on what was that? August 6th.
Something like that. August something.
Yeah, it was 8/6. I really want to go see the old Rambling Man
It's just
Where?
Charlotte.
in Charlotte. I don't know what
Oh, my
venue. Probably that same one that me and Steffi saw Skinner at. If I had to guess,
Mm.
would be probably.
It'd be like you looking into like a mirror.
We still need to shoot.
It'd be you on
we still need to
stage.
shoot that of me doing my Hank Williams impression. Before I cut
think
my
you're
hair and
ready?
shave my beard. To shoot it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which song should I sing?
I don't know.
Oh, I kind of want to do all my.
You gotta do a
rowdy friends
classic.
have settled down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Is the haircut and beard shave coming soon?
It's got to be eventually. I don't know. I like the long hair,
You
but
say
it's
that, and then
I get the clippers out, and it's like no.
that's exactly how I feel
Yeah,
with the hair.
it's you've had the long hair for a good while now.
Yeah, I feel like I've
Probably-
never seen you ever with short hair.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
did you have it in college ever?
Yeah.
Shorter
Oh
hair?
yeah.
Oh, you
had,
did?
I had a buzz cut up until like junior year.
Yeah, he
Okay,
was
well, I
Buzz
wouldn't have
City.
known you before
Yeah.
then. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep. I've always had buzz cut or like a
Huh.
2-4 fade
Yeah.
up until I just one day was like I'm just gonna
Just like, whatever, I'm growing it.
yeah
That's kind of yeah.
and see where it went, and then it was
Nice.
gross for like 8 months.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how it is.
was, like my body and the hair that I had was like like cartoon character, bro. It was disgusting. But I was just like, it's gonna get long
It's
enough.
gonna get
right?
there.
But you've got your signature style.
You got
now.
the locks.
Yeah, I just got
Yeah.
a bunch cut off, but I don't like it super long.
Yeah,
I like it like shoulders.
that's what I need to do is probably go in and get it trimmed and just
Yeah.
get the edges cleaned up a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe get some some volume put
Some
in
layers. Get some layers.
there. And yeah, I need to get around a stylist, not a.
I got a good
super
stylist
cuts
for you.
employee. I need a good stylist. Yeah, it could behoove me. I don't know.
Behoove.
I never thought I'd have long ass hair. It's kind of cool. Though.
Me either. Yeah.
I feel like a warrior sometimes.
I miss mine. This
You had the
did
So
y'all-
long
what was
hair.
your reasoning? Just tired of it?
Well, okay, actually, on this day 3 years ago, my hair came down to my back and I got dreadlocks.
I mean, I remember.
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
little
yeah, because I
dreadlocks.
probably met you when I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
dreadlocks. So yeah, on this day is actually when I got them, and then I had them for a year and like 10 months, and the past like 3 months I had just not been taking care of them because it's a lot to
I
take
can't
care
imagine,
of
yeah.
dreads.
Yeah.
Especially like white people dreads do take a little bit more maintenance because our hair doesn't naturally
Have that-
really do that.
Yep.
You kind
Yeah.
of got to force it to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, it just became like a bird's nest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I woke up one morning and they were just all over and like tangled together. And I was like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I
Cut 'em
can't
off.
take them. And I just took clippers and just shaved them off. And
Hell yeah.
that
I'm
was
sure that felt
was about a year
amazing.
ago.
That probably was
Dude,
the
Like
best.
mentally, maybe not, but
Dude,
physically
yeah.
felt amazing. And then getting in the
was-
shower.
it was cold.
Oh yeah, just that
was
first
cold.
scrub on
It
a,
was
like, a
cold
buzz.
for a whole 2 days. I just felt wind on the top of my head.
The one thing
No,
about
but
having
the
short hair
shower
that I
was
miss
ridiculous. It
is
was
shower.
sensitive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
the
just
long
one
hair
thing.
is something that it's
Like,
a hassle.
I wash like once every 5 days. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I miss about just getting in a shower, just
Yeah.
doing that. I just have to kind of like.
yeah. Because
I
having
wanna
to do
get
your
'em
hair,
back, though.
it takes 15 minutes to wash. Like,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
and, like
mine
shampoo
also
and
just
do all that
lays.
shit. It's like,
It's so frizzy right after
Yeah.
I wash it. So like it takes like at least like 2 days before it gets to like
Yeah.
a point where it looks okay, like down.
yes, yeah. You put me onto that sea salt spray.
Did I?
Yeah, that's
Nice.
that's that secret weapon. Yeah, you put that in wet.
You
just
use
shape
sea
it up.
to
salt
work.
spray
Yeah,
in your hair?
yeah.
Hmm.
It gives it a little bit of like if you just washed it and it's like real flat
Mhm.
and just like no volume at all.
That's what I had to put in my
You
dreads.
could just put it in wet and just zhuzh it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
I
it
didn't
gives
think
you a
that
little
you
bit
do
of like
that.
quick volume.
Yep.
It's like you know how like you could sweat in your hair and it would like look real nice for like a little
Yeah,
while
yeah.
before it gets greasy.
Yeah.
But it's like got a little bit of that hold.
yeah.
That's
That's what it does?
That's what it does.
Yeah.
Dude,
basically.
I did not even
Yeah.
think to use that on just when you don't have dreads.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's my little queer eye for the straight guy hack right there. if you're out there, pimps,
You know what to do.
go ahead and
Everywhere.
get yourself some sea
Walmart,
salt spray.
That's you?
Yeah.
Dude,
that
your
was
hair is
me.
nice.
Dude, yeah, I had
Dude, you had
them
the
inches.
locks, bro.
It was a lot. And
You
that
ever
was,
seen
that was the same day I got locks.
Queer eye?
I was sitting in
Yeah.
the chair and they looked like
All right,
ass
I've not
at
seen it, but I know what
first.
you're talking about.
We
I
got
mean,
to
they
talk
were
about
barely
Queer Eye.
locked
I
up.
love
She didn't
Queer Eye.
really do that great of a job. Yeah, smoking a lot of weed at the time. But
Wow. Yeah,
You
that
ever
shit
seen
was
Queer Eye,
long.
Max?
do what?
Queer Eye for the straight guy?
Is that what is that?
Do you know what that is?
Is it the show? The
Yeah,
show.
the
I was about to say,
Yeah,
isn't that a show?
Yeah,
Did they add for the straight guy?
it's what the show is called.
I thought it was just called
no,
Queer Eye.
the new one is called Queer Eye. That's the new show.
Oh, that was
the original one.
I didn't know
the
there was
whole
an
title,
original.
Queer Eye for the straight
straight
guy. It was on the God, the Bravo network or whatever the gay network was. You know which one? You know what I'm talking about. If you had cable,
Like E
it
or
wasn't E.
Yeah, they do the
There was
house
one where it was-
remakeovers
yeah.
and stuff.
No, that's
Okay,
HGTV. That's not exclusively a gay network. All right, I love HGTV.
Yeah.
You know, again, no disrespect to any communities, but no, the network, it was Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and it was like the 5 dudes, and one of them was Carson Kressley was like the main dude, and he was like combative, like he was like very outwardly gay and would like get up in these straight dudes' faces, and he's like, "You're fucking disgusting. Like you live a fucking, you know, like you live in a mess." Like they'd rip through his house, like fucking pull his shit
like
out
they're
of the
part of the show,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he'd go hard on him.
Yeah, it's the guy. You know what I mean? It's like because they pick a guy and they're like changing his life around. Usually, like people in his family or his wife have like recommended him, so they run into this dude's life, shit on him, pull all of his fucking underwear out of the drawers and shit, like empty his house out, right? And it's like a whole team of gay dudes, and like one of them is like the main guy, and then another one is like fashion, so they take him and dress him up, and then like the dude from the Food Network. Was it Ted Allen? What's his name? I don't forget what his name is. I don't know. The dude from the Food Network was on there. He'd teach you how to cook a dish. And then, another dude is like, teaches you how to fucking dance or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then at the end of the day, like, he takes his little girlfriend out, cooks her a meal, and she's like, "Oh my God, like, you fixed my boyfriend. He's not a fucking slob anymore." And they just showed him how to like shave his pubes and like wash his ass
On TV?
and they're like, "Yeah, dude, like, let's pluck your eyebrows and fuck, you know what I mean? Like, wash your hair for the first time in 3 months, and your girlfriend might
Clean them up.
might not leave your dumb ass."
They clean them up.
Fucking awesome show, you know what I mean? Because these gays are like aggressive with their
That's
roasts
funny. I
for
like
the first half hour. So it's like everything about this dude, they just shit on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's all constructive because it's like things about him that like you can fall into patterns, and like even people that love you will just like let you do them. You know what I mean? They come in there, and they're like, "That's
It's like
that's
their
unhealthy
pledges.
pattern." Yeah, yeah. They come in and they just treat you like a pledge almost. They're like, "Fucking why? Like, you know, why are you wearing underwear with holes in it?
That's
like, what's
good.
the point? Throw these underwear away." You know what I mean?
People need that.
Need a little push.
People do need a little push.
No, but but the new show is a whole lot more kinder. You
Yeah.
know, to be, you know, and at the end of the day, like the other show it had a good heart, and but it was a little funnier to me just because it was raw. You
Yeah,
know,
the
they
new
let 'em
ones
get away
changed
with a
with the
whole lot.
times.
The new one's a little more PC, but it's still dope. Like, you know, the concept of it is like, you know, sometimes you just need 5 gay dudes to come in and just like reassess your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like a nuclear bomb to your life.
I don't know why I haven't heard of this.
It's great. Check out the old episodes. They're all on YouTube.
When did they?
I highly recommend
What was
them.
like their era where they were
The
shooting?
early one was like late 90s, early 2000s.
And they're
it's
still
like
The new
shooting
one's
now?
like
the new ones now. It's like current, yeah.
Oh wow, they've been going for a break then.
Well, there was a break. They
Yeah.
brought it back with new
new
cast
cast.
members,
Oh,
new
okay,
guys.
okay.
Which the new ones are all dope, but the original ones have a place in my heart just because like I also love like that time in Americana, like TV and like culture. So watching that and like seeing like the way people live too, which is kind of just it's fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then just having them roast these guys to death.
Poor
dude.
dudes.
Like it is so.
They didn't
it's
ask
so
for
great.
it.
Yeah, some of them they really. I mean, some of them are pieces of work. You know what I mean? Like they don't. Some of them
God,
are like,
I'd be humiliated.
I probably
if
I would be
was the
too. I'd be like,
guy.
man, fuck this.
Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
yeah, you're just
I
some
feel like
guy
you'd
that's
have
fucking-
to know. You'd have to sign off on
Yeah.
that or something.
No, I don't. It seems like a genuine surprise. Like guys would I guess get like a decent understanding, but they like wouldn't know what was going on because it's like not some shit they would watch on TV.
Yeah.
The wife
It
is
was
probably
like-
like saying
the
something every
girlfriend
single time he
watches it,
gets
like,
home.
"Oh my God, I watch this with my like girlfriends. Like, what if I sign my fucking slob of a husband up?" And then they're like, we pick you, like you're fucking, you know.
That's hilarious.
And then they come up and just like find your cum sock and fucking
The wife just
Run around.
gives him your darkest secrets.
yeah.
and
She's
then-
like, "Oh yeah, like Derek has not been getting hard in the bedroom, and I think it's because like you know
He doesn't wash
his
his
rec
hair.
hockey team doesn't like respect him or something." And they're like, okay, dude, it's like, well, Derek, we're gonna teach you how to make your wife like a nice dinner, and then yeah, we'll show you how to ballroom dance with her, and we'll clean up your fucking shitty ass house, and it will fix your whole life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of great. I can highly recommend.
What is it? What's it on right now?
Dude, literally look up the old episodes on YouTube. Every one of them's on there, available on YouTube.
Do you think you watch more TV on YouTube than you do like Netflix?
Especially like certain niche stuff I'm looking for. I
only watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm thinking about getting rid of all my shit and paying for YouTube Premium.
It's a pretty good outlet.
I watch podcasts on there. I watch I listen to like there's a podcast I like called Come Town that isn't they don't do it anymore. If you've never heard of it, you can check it out. Okay. But Come Town is like 3 comedians, and it's just like a podcast where they just like riff basically.
Which comedians?
You know the Stavros guy?
Yeah.
He's on there. Adam Friedland, and then Nick Mullins on there.
Okay.
I love Nick.
Okay.
He's been on. He was on Red Eye a couple times.
Okay.
But no, they're hilarious, and there's a live YouTube channel on YouTube called 69.9 The Bust. Dude, it's fucking wildest name. But it plays their old episodes because they don't do the podcast anymore. They like split up. But it plays them on
live.
Yeah, so it's like you can jump in. It's like a radio station. It's like just randomly playing one of their episodes, and it's if you're in the car, dude, just throw that shit on, dude. You'll love some of this.
I like Stavros. He's funny.
Stavros is literally he's like the laugh track.
Yeah.
Basically, like he just geeks and
his laugh is...
he'll like feed into Nick, and Nick's like the one that riffs, and like Stavros just go along with the bit and like drag it out of him. They're so funny.
But yeah, I just watch YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, if I watch a movie on Netflix, but like I don't have shows like TV. Like I'm not really gonna rewatch The Office if it's on TV.
Yeah, not anymore. Not when I can watch a 10-minute YouTube video about.
My attention span has gotten a little shorter recently.
True.
Like
it happens.
A 10-15 minute YouTube video is what
That's about it.
Like, or if I'm a podcast, I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
Like have background
noise.
But yeah. I just.
Yeah, that's what does it for me now. Like I'm really thinking about getting rid of my streaming services because. I mean, if it weren't for like certain shows, like I couldn't get rid of HBO.
Yeah.
Just because once they start rolling again, like I always love HBO shit. But dude, like Netflix, Hulu, like I don't know, dude.
Right.
You know, goodbye.
Save $30 a month.
Yeah, and just chill and watch YouTube, which is what I usually do anyway.
Me too.
Sitting there like eating my food, like fucking, like I'm.
I have a problem. Like I will like have hot food and be like take like 15 minutes because I haven't found the
right pick something.
Pop it in the microwave, dude. I've done that before.
I'm like I can't start eating. Like there's nothing on.
Oh
I gotta have something on.
I have not found anything to watch, and this is fucked.
And then I just eat and I don't watch it.
Yeah, and I eat like so fast, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even watch the first 10 minutes of this movie.
I don't know what triggers that.
It's such a weird action, but it's like that's something that we like a lot of dudes do.
Recently, like
that's just kind of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way.
What did I say? We were gonna bring up the hot tub.
Oh shit, the hot tub.
Yeah, dude. You tell the story. You tell a story because I don't. I think it's a core memory for me.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's deeper in your core.
That was a great time because we obviously we lived at the house, so we didn't have access to like pools or any of those things that like were part of the nicer apartment complexes up in Blacksburg. But they were so unsecure. Like a lot of times like they just didn't pay for security, and as long as nobody there was gonna report you, you could just like basically say, hey, I live here, and like nobody would check you. So we hiked over there.
We did walk.
It was a little.
Yeah, we did.
It was a little walk over there. We either walked over there or we.
No,
Sam drove.
I drove.
You drove.
Yeah, and parked somewhere else.
That was it. Yeah, and we got over there and we sneak in and we just fire up the hot tub. You know, we're just kind of cool in there. And at the time, every time they Sam was over at the house, we were just always singing.
Yeah.
Like basically like just doing like little harmonies and shit.
Not bullshit. Like we're singing.
No, like singing.
We're like we belong on a stage type of
thing.
Like
picking like hard songs to do like harmonies to, and just because I mean Matt can like find where you're at and
Yeah,
just
I'll find
and
you.
just
I'll let you
go
go
with you. Yeah,
you just go. I'll find.
and he's got the ear for that. So like you just jump in and just sing some shit, or he'd hear you like he'd hear me from across the house. Dude, we just start doing a cappella, and we were sitting there in the hot tub, and we did 3 or 4 songs, like what did we do? We did
it was just some Bee Gees.
we definitely did some How Deep Is
Dude,
Your Love.
we did. I think we did the Jason Derulo song or something.
We might
There was
have.
one of those.
Dude.
Damn.
We did the
But it was
fucking-
like it was a pool complex where like it was
Yeah.
in the middle and all the apartments were surrounding.
they were
it.
like
So
around.
there's like people on the balcony. What did they
Yeah.
ask if we were a
Yeah,
band?
the people were on the balconies, and like after we finished one of the songs, like we did Seven Bridges Road or something.
What the
like that.
fuck? Having
And,
a concert in this hot tub?
Straight up.
We're the only people in the
And
pool.
somebody starts clapping from their fucking balcony, dude. And we were like, oh shit. And so like we chill for a little bit longer, we go to leave. And it was like, hey yo, are y'all just singing? And they were like, yeah. Like, y'all in a band?
That's awesome.
I was like, yeah, these guys are. Like, yeah, it's
We would
fucking-
be
we're just
a force.
goofing, dude.
The 4 of us would be a force.
As a 4-piece little barbershop quartet. We should get jackets and shoot that one time. Little reunion
Yeah,
tour,
bro.
dude.
That'd be tough.
That would be
Little
sick.
reunion tour.
Reunion tour.
No, but that was
Moment
the
at the
best
tub
part
where it
about
all
living in
began.
that house, because the way that like Reese's like mind works is like TikTok basically. Like it's in like 10-second clips. So like he would like yell out the most random stuff, dude.
Oh, yeah.
and it's so
Oh,
funny.
I have stuff on my phone.
Just
that's so
just
funny.
random like, but he
So
would also
accurate.
just sing randomly too.
Yeah.
And so in the house, like, dude, it would just like
Dude, I have videos of me like
just
laying on the
belt out
couch,
singing, dude.
laying on the couch under the blanket, and that like just silence, and then Reese just like random shit, either like just singing for like 3 seconds, or just like saying some like
Yeah.
Peter Griffin voice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He's like, I don't know, Lois. Just, and then they're like,
That's so accurate.
Fuck out, dude.
That dude is constantly gotta be verbal
He's gotta
about
gag,
something.
dude.
There is always something.
He's so funny, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what I loved about Reese, dude.
oh, me too.
And
I love him.
gosh, I miss watching Family Guy with the boys, dude.
Him.
Getting coffee with the boys.
Job.
We would run down to Starbucks just to do something. Just to have something to do.
Just to go somewhere.
Just to be somewhere.
Just to get
Just to
out.
have
We'd go to the
something to do.
Starbucks down the
Contribute
street.
to society.
We would get the masks on, dude, and Sam would always, if you had a mask on around him and you both had masks on, he would like try to make out with you like, with the mask. And you'd be like, oh, what the fuck, dude? And he's like a big dude. So he
And
like,
he will
he'd like
hold you.
fucking sneak up on you and like giraffe neck your ass. And he would just be like, what the fuck, dude? Because he's like the most confident motherfucker in the
Oh
world.
my god, dude. No filter.
Dude. Yeah.
It was so funny. Did you ever stay at his parents?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. I love his parents, dude.
His parents are awesome.
Talking with his dad about the Civil War.
Dude, so
Fucking amazing.
It had to be an
Jesus
interesting conversation.
Christ.
Dude, hour and a half.
Dude, they're so awesome. But when it's funny because like you'd think when you're around him, like he grew up in this strict household.
Yeah.
So now he's like, I can say shit my whole life.
Right.
So now I'm gonna blare out the most heinous shit I've ever said.
Right.
But no.
No.
It's same exact with his parents.
Yeah.
Like I'm not exposing
won't
him.
expose him
I'm
at
not
all.
exposing him, but like
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
it was
He
it was different from like
free
what
household.
I grew up in.
Yeah. Just like a kind of a very like a liberal, not like in that like
Free though. I know what you
liberal,
mean.
but like
yeah.
letting him kind of do whatever and explore whatever, and
Yeah.
also like facilitating that.
Yeah.
Like the fucker played stand up bass.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of parents are gonna go out and like be like,
No,
all right,
right.
well, do
His
it.
whole family's artsy.
Yeah.
Like his mom is very artistic.
Yes, his dad was a big.
think that's
was
where
a
he gets
big
it
reader. Loved literature.
Yeah.
Was an English guy.
Civil War.
We talked Civil War for a brick, dude. Just sitting there chilling. I'm hungover.
Red. Dude.
Like we had just done like a rock show and been up to fucking 2 a.m. Dude and I have been head bobbing in the audience, you know. We'd stay up late as shit, like, you know, goofing around, and we'd wake up and
Dad's up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
reading.
and I just couldn't help but get into combos with his dad about just fucking usually history.
Dude, I remember helping him out with puzzles. We do puzzles
Puzzle guy.
in the morning.
Dude, they have the dopest house though.
Puzzles be Low key.
Dude,
That'd be
I
nice
did
with some coffee.
over Thanksgiving. I did 3,000 piece puzzle.
Oh,
my
shit.
gosh.
Come on here and
Fuck with
flex a
puzzles.
little
See,
bit.
they
It's the
real, bro.
dorkiest thing about me.
Dude, puzzles are dope.
They are.
Puzzles are dope. And you can like frame them too.
I got one framed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be like,
Nice.
check out what I did.
Put together.
I'm not totally fucking an idiot.
It takes it takes perseverance to
The
do a hard
dorkiest thing
puzzle.
about me is I bought a 2,000 piece puzzle of map of the U.S.
Yeah.
and did it in my room and like spent 2 days on it and framed it and put it above my bed.
Yes.
And it's still there.
That's a great piece though.
It is.
That's a great piece.
USA, baby.
Fuck yeah. I
Get
love
it.
this country.
Need an
You know,
American flag
Not
down
in like
here.
a weird way,
Got
but
the
in
Virginia
like a
flag,
fucking
need the American.
genuine.
Do you?
This is
Where's the Virginia
this is a
flag?
great place.
It's in the studio side.
I swear to God, I've never
How-
noticed it. I don't know why.
I don't
What?
know.
I really haven't.
People are going to come for the Virginia flag soon.
Yeah, they will.
They'll come for
Well,
every
titty
flag.
out
Why?
because they don't support strong, independent women.
Okay.
Do we know about this? You know what's on the Virginia flag?
No, I mean, is that
woman-
a chick standing
woman
out,
with her
dude?
breast out?
Yeah.
Yeah, with her exposed breasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come for that eventually, right?
What is it? What is it?
Why? There's
say
more
again?
exposure to the body than there ever
Six
has been
semper
at the
tyrannis.
public
Thus
eye than
always to
before.
tyrants. That's what they said after they fucking stabbed Caesar.
There's just something about that phrase that I'm like,
Yeah,
5 years, like
yeah, they'll
That's
come
gonna
get
be-
that.
What's the phrase? Sorry.
semper
Six semper
tyrannis.
tyrannis. You know, that's what John Wilkes Booth shouted after he jumped down from the balcony after he killed Abraham Lincoln. Thus
So why
always
is
to
it
tyrants.
ours? Why is it our saying?
I don't know why it's Virginia's.
I
And
believe
who
it's-
is that chick? She
it's-
gotta seem
It's,
badass.
it's like, well, because
Yeah,
Virginia was founded, right? Like, we were one of the, not the oldest colonies, but like the more distinguished colony. Like, we were where Jamestown was.
Yeah.
Like, we were where a lot of like the wealthy landowners that like came over from England were at. So we were pretty,
yeah, this
fiercely
is some of the
independent.
oldest discovered land
Yeah.
by Englishmen.
we were fiercely independent. So it was like, you know, when we won the revolution, it was like, thus always, that's what we do to tyrants. We fuck them up,
Oh,
you know? And it's, they stole that right from the pages of history.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's a decent one, I think. I
Yeah,
liked it.
I
It's,
like
you
it.
know,
I
it's a
take
little
the
bit
flag
violent.
too. I like the blue. I like the design. I like foot on
It's
the
a good
chest and
get.
all that.
I
It's
enjoy it. Yeah, it's kind of
dominance.
fucking.
Get the fuck out
It's
of
like,
here.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
But
I think
It's
a
in the
good
it's in the
little flag.
studio side. It's up on the wall.
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Old
I'm a-
Virginia.
I'm gonna get an American one too. We should
Shout
have
out
we should
history,
have an
dude.
American one in the podcast. We should get rid of the Black Sabbath and put an American flag
American
up.
flag. I've got a dope American flag we can have on here.
Is it what? How big is it?
It's like 3x5.
get
Oh,
an American
yeah.
flag would put your logo where the stars are.
Do what?
That would be
Get a
hard.
flag would put your logo where the stars should be.
That would be hard.
That would be pretty sick, actually.
That would be pretty hard. Clean nation.
Clean nation.
Clean nation. Under God. Indivisible.
We should. That's what we.
With sick
That's the
ass
next thing we
beats.
should get. We should get flags, man.
Great production for all.
Biscuits and gravy.
Dude, flags sell.
Flags.
Flags are a
would
thing.
be dope.
That 18 to 24
Yeah.
demo.
Yeah.
I mean, even past that. I
Absolutely.
love flags.
Our flag
Yeah.
would look dope in a dorm room.
Yeah.
Green flag, green
That
print.
shit would be tough.
Just boners and gravy.
Yeah.
Boners and Gooch podcast.
Rebrand.
I think
Or
that's
just a
pretty
spin-off.
catchy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
start
spin
your
off.
own
Yeah.
film
That's what
project.
That's what we're gonna get sponsored by Blue Chew. Eventually, it's coming. Literally, as you will be if you use Blue Chew.
I mean, if there was ever a group that needs it most,
Yeah, it's our listeners.
it's y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the B&G Army.
The B&G boys, the B&G freaks. Yeah,
I pop them daily, even if I'm not
Clean snorts,
doing
dude.
anything with it. I just
Clean-
take
Clean
it.
snorts, and we come down here. He's
I
got
just like
the
to
blue
stay
powder
up
all
all
over his
day.
nose. And he's just bricked hard, man. But he tucks it and hides it well as a professional courtesy.
Got my legs crossed right now. For those who are not gotten the visual,
Yeah. For those of you who are not enjoying us on YouTube, although that's where most people watch us at, is on YouTube.
Hey,
Shout
babe,
out
I just took a blue chew. Are you coming over? Nah, I'm just mastering right now.
I'm just chilling, actually. Just blasting some blue chews and
it's like, no, I'm thinking about going on a run.
chilling on my vocal.
going on a run.
You run around the neighborhood, break that hard. Just like,
Well, I was gonna go on a run, but I decided I'd go to the pool, chill at the pool.
Dangerous.
oh, not the pool. Not
It's-
the pool.
It's like, yeah, obviously not. It's a joke, guys.
You be brick to
You can boo.
the tits.
Nope.
No, Ron's
You
wrong.
what?
Oh,
the fuck's
dude.
going on in the sound room tonight, man?
Brick City over there. He's bricked over there. He's so bricked he can't hit the buttons, dude. Oh, yeah, Boo is right, Ron. Boo is right. Oh, yeah, it's Brick, Brick Studios down here, you know, in case you hadn't heard.
Yikes.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, babe. Yeah.
Indeed.
But no, it's goodness gracious, we got some memories, dude. In the 6 months.
Your
It was
life
a
been pretty
long
packed
6
full,
months.
full of stuff, performance wise and everything, and traveling,
Here
man.
recently, y'all been
Yeah,
busy,
It's pretty
dude.
dope.
The traveling isn't like egregious distances, but it's just it's frequent.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real with you. I don't know what you mean by that. What
Like
you saying?
we're not
He doesn't know what egregious means.
we're not spending a week and driving to Kansas and back.
Yeah.
Like that kind
Oh.
of thing. We're just like going like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, like
Okay.
constantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
You love road tripping, though.
I do. I love driving.
Yeah.
We have a 15-passenger van. I drive it. I love
That's
it.
fucking, I love that.
Um,
The Jared Stout Band.
yeah, we've got a whole bunch of names. You got Barry Manilow, Van Morrison, Vantasia,
Damn.
Van Zig, Vantera. You can. It's a fun game. That
I
we
love
play.
a name gig, dude. Running name gags is the funniest shit ever.
It is. We'll crack
Yours
up.
is the original name gag. The Matt Brassington name board, dude.
And it just progressively made less and less sense.
That's
They started off like really clever.
very clever, and then they just towards the end, it was just be like
You just added INGTON to just bullshit.
I'd be like shit coming. I'd be like all excited, like I came up with it at work.
And we did have a whiteboard
It was,
with a
yeah.
whole
I,
bunch
re-
of
I
I said,
remember
do you
this.
have
I
a
remember
list?
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we got a picture of it. I think.
Do you really?
I think I,
I don't
might
know
have
if
it if I went
I
back.
definitely don't have a picture of it.
We had so many fucking names. On the list.
I have a Ram truck. One of them was Dodge Ramington.
Dodge Remington.
Just the stupidest, like the stupidest shit.
It's like,
But
why
they
is
make-
that funny?
They'd make us laugh
Shouldn't be.
so hard.
Yeah, dude.
Some of them we can't say, but they would make
They
me laugh
were,
the
yeah.
most.
Some of them
man.
they'd put us under the jail for.
Reese would say that. He'd put that on the end of every word.
Would he really?
Ington.
INGTON?
I feel like, yeah.
Like
I feel
just
like,
you two talking?
I
No, I
guarantee
mean, he did it
he ran that
when
gag
like
elsewhere.
Main Street was like kind of still in high school and everything. It was like
word. Oh, that's
like
probably, yeah.
Dippington.
It probably
and
was
stuff like that.
he-
Like he
yeah.
would put
That's kind of
It was a thing before, I'm sure. But they did it because my last name
Yeah.
ends with INGTON.
yeah. That's
But
right. Because I always thought he was Matt Brass. Because I'd always been introduced to him as Matt Brass.
It's
Oh,
just,
kinda the
that's what I
shortened-
thought until
the
you said his full
shortened
name
version of his
today.
name.
yeah.
This is just Matt Brass.
No, it's
but
Brassington.
But no, his whole name is Brassington. So when I found that out, I was like, well, Matthew Brassington. Just freaking went from there.
I
dude.
think Themington was my phone. My
Themington was a heater, dude. Oh, dude. So we just go up with him and laugh about him, man, for hours. We took that gag and we passing the pen, dude, do the pen gag. And the pen's always got to have a different name. And I sent you that TikTok.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
kids
yeah,
were
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it, and I was like,
It's
I was like,
legendary.
that's a good genuine gag, dude.
That's a legendary.
Name gags are the best. That's how
It's so much fun.
Pagan's got his fucking name.
Yeah.
Skagmaster.
He's the skag man.
Rhombus better stick.
Dude, Rhombus. Rodimus. Where did Rodimus come from, Ron?
What is your name?
Wait, your name isn't actually Rodimus?
It's Ron?
It's
Is it
Ron.
Ronald?
Rodimus is just a dope
Your
ass
last
name.
name's
Are
Enos?
you being funny, right?
Last name's Enos?
Dude, I really thought his actual name was Rodimus.
That man's name is Ron.
That's like a fucking Star Trek
Look at that
captain.
man's birth certificate. It says Ron.
Damn. I did. I thought it was Ramos.
Ron Robinson.
Okay.
Killer.
We're all gonna take one crack at Ron's middle name. I know the real answer. None of you do.
Do we get initials or just no?
Oh.
Oh my.
If you're bringing it up, it's not common.
Yeah.
Nope. It's cool though.
Is it?
Is it really?
Ron O. Robinson.
Damn it! What is it? It's not Oscar.
Orifice. I was gonna say Oscar.
Orifice.
I was gonna say Oscar. Honestly, Oscar and
Oscar.
Oliver are the only O.
Oliver.
But those are
it
too
could
common.
be Omarion.
Oh, Marion. What the hell?
Omar.
No. We ready?
Yeah.
Orlando.
Orlando.
That's
I would
sick.
have never guessed, dude.
I hope that's right. Is that right? Okay, good. I thought I remembered that. Sorry.
That's a sick name.
Shout out
Sidebar, but I had to
Orlando
do that.
Bloom.
And that's the only Orlando
Dope
that I
dude.
could tell you.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you
Played
another
Legolas.
Orlando.
beast.
What a beast.
He had a great run of movies that did that fucker. Legolas, right into fucking Pirates of the
Pirates?
Caribbean.
Dude, Pirates is
Orlando Bloom.
one of my
Yeah.
So
favorites.
dope. So fucking dope.
I love the
Shout out.
Pirates of the
Keira
Caribbean
Knightley.
movies.
Keira Knightley, whoa.
Talk about first. I think first
Yeah.
crush.
Yeah.
Like
that
as
her?
like a movie star.
Yes.
In the first one.
Dude,
That-
we should bring that,
that
on
was
as
up
like
there.
a fucking segment.
top 3, definitely.
Brought
She's
to
the
you by
most gorgeous
Blue Chew.
chick I saw as a kid.
Your first boner. Your first celebrity
my
fucking
God.
boner.
Arg,
Brought
man.
to you by Blue Chew.
Yeah, we're gonna ask about all of our podcasts when they got their first one when they were
Yeah,
like
hardly.
fucking how old?
Who was it? Who was
Who
it?
was it? How old?
No, it was whenever I saw Keira
How old?
Knightley.
I don't think I could tell you.
I couldn't tell you, but I just remember seeing Keira Knightley and being like, she's doing something.
Yeah.
She's doing something up
Yep.
there.
She was the most gorgeous woman I'd ever
She's
seen
beautiful.
at the time.
She's very
For
beautiful.
sure.
You didn't know what to
And then
do.
she was in that Pride and Prejudice movie too, where she just bites the fuck out of her lip the whole time.
I don't know
That's
if I've
what's
seen
up.
that one.
Yeah, she's just like, Mr. Darcy, I just don't know if I.
I don't know.
He's like,
But
babe, I fucking love you.
we got like the
Cricket.
Pirates of the Caribbean
Babe, I
movie.
fucking love you.
I was gonna say we got the Pirates of the Caribbean movie at around the same time we got the first Transformers movie.
Oh,
That's
shit.
where you had Megan Fox popping in the picture. So
Good
she
duo.
became like the
Oh
next
my
one, or there
God,
might have been one or
babe.
two other ones in there, but
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she's a bad
those
one.
are like the two bigs.
She's also a beautiful young woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Hollywood for. I guess not shout out
Making
Hollywood.
Sculpting
for
these-
making this possible.
Not shout out Hollywood for the creepy stuff, but shout out for launching the careers of these young actresses. I don't know. That's like a tricky subject now because a lot of it kind of was.
I was about to say we just say shout out beautiful women.
but yeah, shout
Oh,
out beautiful
women are
women.
beautiful.
you're
Shout
all
out beautiful women.
That's true.
Not in my eyes. Sorry.
Some
That's
women are not
okay.
beautiful in Max K's eyes.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We should do a dating show for Max, and just call it fucking I don't know, Clean Love or
Clean Love's good.
God, I don't know.
Catching clean.
Don't cry over spilt clean.
What?
Dude, that's like the Inkton shit.
he just fucking he just threw it in there.
It's always a gag. No, but Clean Love would be crazy. And we just get like 6 women down here.
Yeah.
And we just fucking, we bring them in.
This is an impressive space that you created. They would be all over that.
That's what I'm saying. We do a little dating show down here. I'm the Chris Hansen of it all. And
Get them over here. Line them up. We'll set up a little dining table.
yeah, we'll put
Well,
our
yeah, we
Craigslist
just need-
ad.
3 to 5 gay guys to
Yeah.
kind of come in beforehand.
That's right. We get our own queer
we
eye.
do the queer eye
Yeah.
first, and then
We do
dating
queer
show.
eye, and then we do the dating show. We mash them together.
That way, you've got like 5,
Yes.
6 different girls to see.
Yes.
The new
You're
him.
gonna
Clean
get
him
a
up.
Makeover,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna get speed dating.
Oh, and then
right
we do
after.
to narrow the girls down. We do American Idol too, because since Clean's a producer, you
gotta be able to sing to be with this guy.
Able to sing. Yeah, so it's like, dude, have you seen the clips from what was it the show that Diddy had, where like it was like
God.
all the dudes are singing in
He
the
makes
house.
them sing for beds.
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
what is
and
that
the-
called?
Dude, I forget what it's called.
That's
But
gonna
the-
piss
That
me
shit's
off.
fucking
The dude comes
wild.
in and he sings his ass off. Where like it's just him and like one guy behind him going like, like doing like the chest shit and like you know what I mean? Like he's just the one dude singing, great voice. Goes over to this other guy And he's like, I mean, this guy's so fucking, he must have been like a church singer. Like he's like belting his shit. And then all of the like 12 dudes behind him come into like synchronized dance mode. And it's just basically like, fuck you, you're not getting in bed. We're all like, you know.
What a wild concept.
So fucking, and Diddy's just standing there like.
Mastermind.
He's like, yeah, you didn't think you would just come in here and get a bed. And it's like, yeah, I mean, what?
What is it? What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Like, I just sang my ass off. Then I got beat down by a gang of like choreographed thugs that are just like beating my ass, dude.
Yikes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a hilarious. I think there was a golden age of reality television and we've passed it. I think now it's all just like a parody of itself, you know?
I think everything's coming back right now.
A little bit, but
I think it's gonna be like fully in loop. Right now it's just barely there. We're just on the cusp. I think it's about to really go back though.
like, y'all ever seen Lizard Lick Towing?
Yes, bro. I used to like that show. No cap.
Towing is so fucking good.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
That's not reality necessarily. Or like the pawn shop shows, like not just the pawn shop, but like the grittier ones.
Hardcore pawn.
Yeah, hardcore
The
pawn.
one in Detroit.
Yes.
That's just like,
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, just crackheads coming up, just like fucking like, here's a PS4.
Yeah. Or they're like, I want to return this. And they're
Yeah.
like, we need to see your receipt. And they're like, I don't have my
I
receipt.
lost
And they're
it.
like, okay, well, then we actually can't take it. And they're like, what the
Are you fucking kidding me? It's like, dun, dun. It's like cuts down over like an interview. It's like, and that's when she got really fucking pissed off. And then it's like cuts back and she's like
That
fucking
show's
beating
crazy.
the fucking plexiglass, dude. And their big ass security guards just take
I
them
wonder
out.
how much of that show is real. Like those kinds of shows.
Probably like 50%, I guess. Like it's like a little bit real maybe, but all the real funny ones are probably just fake.
Yeah.
I bet it might be like instigated.
Yeah.
I bet there are some like encounters that are like actually happening, and then it's maybe the situation is instigated, and they just be doing the cut scenes.
Yeah.
And so they know it's like scripted, but they rile them up or something.
I think it's like TikTok. I think like half of the outrage videos you see where somebody's doing something ridiculous, like half of them are just fake staged.
Yeah.
You know, and you can sometimes you can
who
sniff it out, but
even does
sometimes
that?
they're
You
pretty
can-
like
Why don't we do that
sometimes
those
shit?
are pretty good.
Why don't we do some of that stuff? Why don't we film like a fucking fake staged thing? Why is it, if it's like, are there really, you
Storm
think
off
there's
right
really
now.
that many people that are doing like
Storm
stuff like
off.
that where they're like, what the fuck? Like they do stuff?
Let's get it. Look, are you ready? I'm gonna count you in action. Give us a minute and a half of you just like freaking out, storming off, and then come right back in. You ready?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. No, I'm not going to give you a minute, but I
Clint,
can give
just give me a little riff right here.
Oh.
Are you ready? And action.
My fault.
No, I'm fucking done here. We're fucking done here, yo.
Yo, what the fuck? Clean.
Damn.
Clean, bro. What the fuck?
I didn't think you'd actually.
Nah,
piss
dude.
That.
Are you for real, bro? Hey, man, that's fuck. I apologize, man. That's fucked
What's up,
dude.
YouTube? Welcome.
This dude is just.
Are you telling us to get out because it's your house?
I don't have to reply to that. It's my house.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's your house. So do you want us to go?
It's up to you, dog.
Fuck you! No, I'm just playing.
That's crazy. It's just like all the the vibes fucked up and shit.
Just don't say that shit again, bro. Not around me.
What? Don't say that this is Dirty Studios.
Nah, bro. Don't say that shit.
Dirty Studios.
Sorry, bro. It just slipped out. I mean, we were just riffing. I just thought you could take a joke. Huh?
It's cool. Next topic.
Next question.
Look at this Miller like cans
And
everywhere.
scene. All right. Awesome, guys. Really good job. Welcome to Improv with Clean. Today we're going to work on being funny. Step 1. Say the word.
Penis.
That's really it. I think you can get a crowd wrapped. We just saw a comedy show.
Who'd you see? Did you go see Bert?
He saw Bert.
I did.
We were
good.
down in Charlotte Saturday night though when we saw Shane Gillis,
Nice.
which was awesome.
Nice.
And he had a couple of openers, and that was the first comedy show I'd ever seen.
I actually have not been to one.
Yeah, which is
I never had either.
It was fucking cool. So like
Two in the same
3
weekend.
openers did like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then Shane came on and did like an hour 15. All new stuff, like nothing from his special or anything, but like of course he did like he's pretty famous for his Trump impression.
Yeah,
so he
it's
did
so
he did
good,
a little
dude.
Trump, did a little Biden
Weirdly
at the end.
good.
But he's good. He's really good at it.
Yeah.
It was a good set.
And dude, he's funny as shit. And it's just
Yeah, he really is.
yeah, it was.
That was a Bert show.
Bert Show was crazy, dude. He had 3 openers as well. One of the dudes was from he's from Norway. So he's got like a thick accent, but he was fucking hysterical, bro. He's like, it's like type of humor. He's very awkward.
Yeah.
Like you can tell.
What
Like
was it?
Those are the funniest ones.
huh?
What is it
For the life of me, bro, I cannot remember, and it's pissing me off.
Tony?
What's his name? If you say his name, I'll know it. I just
can't
cannot for the
remember
life
it,
of me
dude.
remember it. But
They had
yeah, he
four
was
dude on
hysterical,
there
bro.
that
Like his whole bit was that he's just like very awkward and like
Yeah.
he's trying to assimilate, I guess, to like American culture. And like his big thing was that people think he's autistic just because of his
Wait.
accent.
Yeah. The one who has beef with Hans
Yeah.
is he a Fjord?
Is that his? What's his name?
I don't know.
I can't. Is he touring with Bert?
I don't
dude?
know.
If he's opening for Bert and Roanoke,
I don't know
that'd
if
be
that's him.
insane.
I
It's
don't
like a
know what
really-
his
it's a
accent
really
is.
Did you watch
dude.
Kill Tony too?
Skinny dude.
He's really skinny.
All right, this guy's skinny.
Like,
Was he wearing glasses?
Short, skinny guy now.
Damn.
probably
I think
not.
he wears glasses.
Yeah.
I do watch Kill Tony.
dude, he's been
I
watching Kill
love
Tony
Kill
too.
Tony.
This
Yeah,
shit's
yeah,
so
Kill Tony's
funny.
good. But then Bert
shit is
Bert
so
himself was hysterical too.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
got to
yeah.
give him that shout out.
Did he take his shirt off?
Oh, first thing.
Yeah.
Like as he
got
walks
to.
out on stage.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
beast.
he also made us collectively sing the national anthem
That's fucking awesome.
in like the
dude.
last like 2 minutes of the show.
That's
So that
awesome.
shit was cracking me up.
That's literally the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, it was just so random.
But no, Kill Tony's funny.
Kill
I
Tony
just
is
recently started watching it.
it's
Yeah.
vicious though too.
It is, dude.
love
It
how
really
fucking
is
hard
like,
they are.
like that shit's harsh. Like sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, geez,
Yeah.
man.
That's what, because I think that's like pushes the limits of like, you can push the bit, you know what I mean? Like you can
Oh, yeah,
say
yeah.
fucked up shit and it can be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tony plays that character where he's like a fucked up
He's
person.
so good at
He's
it.
he's like a dope guy.
Yeah.
And he's like really put a lot of comedians on.
Yeah.
And he'll like say the most heinous shit to you, and then off camera would be like, "Hey, like work on what you got. Like you could you could be
Yep.
decent."
Yeah.
But it is the gauntlet for people that
It
think
is,
they're
bro.
funny, dude.
And they say some heinous shit on
It's
They
it.
say some
wild.
fucking
And,
heinous
for
shit.
like stuff that gets taken off YouTube,
Yeah.
like that stuff stays.
That stuff stays.
I think there's no like algorithm to what gets taken off.
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's
Nah.
it really is just at some point, like if somebody that part of that process
It-
has like a vendetta
It
against
comes for
Yeah.
vendetta or like the people that are big.
Yeah, the people that are doing big things
Yeah.
like that, and it's like the whole cancel. Like the people like that, like Shane, who we saw, or
Yeah.
Tony, like same like situation,
Mhm.
got canceled for like a joke
Yep.
that was more or less taken out of context.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, you can make an argument that like some things are hurtful
Yeah.
and will offend some people,
Yep.
and that's like I think there's an argument to be made there.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like words have power,
Yeah.
but also like you have the power to be like, that's fucked up. You
Yeah.
have the power to respond. You know,
Yeah.
you have the power to voice your opinion,
Yeah.
but not maybe end these people who are comedians'
Mhm.
career.
Yeah.
Like their job is to say taboo, fucked
It
up
is,
things.
yeah.
It's to push the envelope.
Yep.
Like it is to like sometimes use fucked up things or fucked up situations to like elicit laughter.
Yeah.
Because those are funny things.
And
Yeah.
everybody who likes them and are fans of them doesn't give a shit about that.
No,
Exactly.
no.
And
It's just- it goes the same
just-
with music. Like
yeah.
people who don't like the music will shit on it, but like the musicians don't care. It's
Yeah.
the people who do care.
It's
Right,
the
that
people,
they care about.
yeah. I mean, that's what Shane is just case in point. Like, as long as you're doing you,
Yeah.
like your shit will come. Like even if
Yeah.
people try
Yeah.
to like single you out,
Bring it
for-
down.
Yeah.
And again,
You can't censor. You can't censor comedy.
He was
man.
on a
It's just
podcast,
impossible.
right?
It's
Yeah.
impossible. You can't
It's-
censor that
You
shit.
got to let people say whatever they want. Like, and
They-
it's like crazy to me because like, if some of those people that were like in Twitter, or, like writing these like articles, like it's like, have you ever seen like Cat Williams or have you ever seen like
Yeah.
some of the early Chappelle stuff?
Yeah.
Like, You
This
know,
stuff
like,
it's wild.
or
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neal, dude, like
that's-
one of the big fathers of comedy, dude.
Bro,
you know,
that's what it is, man. Prior, all those dudes, they said some
said some
wild ass shit,
fucked
but that's
up
what's made them
shit.
so funny,
But they were
man.
funny as hell. You know, it's taboo, dude.
Dude, they tried to cancel Matt Rife after his little Netflix
I saw
special.
that, dude.
And
Yeah.
I watched his special, which is actually funny. Shout out him.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it was a mild joke. It was about domestic violence,
Yeah,
and
he
they
led
tried
with a
to
mild
cancel
DV
him. And I'm
joke.
like, dude, I've seen enough comedy. I was like, that was nothing.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing.
dead ass. It was
That
light.
is
It was
nothing, dude.
nothing.
I feel like at this point, there's so many people that just like can easily call bullshit on when someone's like canceling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
I
like-
think that's why it
it's
hasn't
the
really
reverse.
affected him.
That's
That's what
just
I'm
not
talking
fair.
about.
Yeah.
Like if he did
People-
something really wrong, they would have taken the special down. So like obviously,
no.
like
Fair.
Netflix still put it up. You know what I'm saying? And so like he
it's
released
all
his
subjective.
formal apology on Instagram. And
That
it was a link to special needs helmets. And I'm like, wow, okay. So this guy doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, shout out not getting canceled. We hope that people don't come to cancel us, or we hope that they do.
We deserve it.
Maybe that would boost our viewership a little more. Who knows? But no, we'd like to come back in and just thank Matt Brass for joining us, dude. It's been absolutely a pleasure. Let people know where they can experience your work.
To work.
Yeah.
Check out Jared Stout Band.
Check out JSB.
Facebook, Instagram. We got a website, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Hell
We
yeah.
play a lot.
all the good stuff.
We play a lot, and we play around.
Yeah.
So
Here locally, especially during the week, they're a regular at Martin's.
yeah, 22nd. Martin's on the 22nd.
But they also do a
if
lot of
they're
those other
out
like
by then.
small to mid-sized venues. So it's really like you can catch a fucking phenomenal band at a bar where you don't even have to pay a $5 cover to get
Yeah.
in, which is a fucking steal because these boys are worth every cent on the ticket.
Absolutely.
And they've also played some dope venues, Grandin Theater,
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper Park. So this summer, expect to be able to go see these guys, at some big places.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And
excited.
yeah, just a talented bunch. But this guy is an absolute talent.
Thank you.
And next time he's on, maybe we'll get him to play a little guitar for us.
Yeah, we'll set that up.
we'll set
We'll
that
do
up
that. That's a good
because
idea.
he is an accomplished musician. But we got to see the man behind the music.
Yeah, we'll
tonight.
get some more guys in here too, and we'll get it going.
And if you're a fan of the Jared Stout Band that's watched this episode to catch another side of Matt,
yeah,
stick around with us. We're we're something special. Maybe don't watch certain episodes, but I won't say which ones. Just dive in there and pick one and see what you like. But yeah, I don't know. We really appreciate you. This is 14.
Oh,
Which
congrats,
blows
guys.
my mind.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. I've really been having a great time. But we're talking music, dude. I had to have you on here because
you.
you're
I'm honored.
one of the more talented musicians I've ever gotten to be around.
Sneaky voice of an angel on you too.
You
don't
flatter
show it
me.
enough.
You
He
flatter
doesn't
me.
show it enough, people.
But this man brought it out of me. Absolutely, showed me the way. But we thank you all for joining us. I'm looking at that camera, even though it's out of fucking battery. We thank you all for joining us. God damn it, down here in the Biscuits and Gravy studio, Klean Studios. We love it down here. We had a damn good time with a damn good musician. Check out his stuff if you want to hear this literally super talented beast rip guitar. One last memory I will share. I remember this man in full Halloween Town makeup,
Yep.
Jack Skellington,
Yep.
with the top hat.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a wireless guitar, and he walks. We're in our basement. He walks away from the corner where the stuff is and sits right down on the table right in the middle of the party and fucking shreds. What song did you shred?
Probably Eruption.
It
or
was-
Cliffs of Dover.
It
or
was
one
Cliffs
the
of
two.
Dover.
Was
You
it?
did Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
damn.
You did fucking Cliffs of Dover on a wireless guitar in the middle of that bitch in a Jack Skellington costume. And I was like, this guy, this fucking guy is a legend.
As these spiders dangle from the ceiling and
as
there's
if,
vomit in the corner.
The dingiest little hole in the world. I'm like, this
is it.
motherfucker,
Core memory.
this is it right here. This is implanted.
Oh.
When this guy's printing fucking platinum records, I'm gonna be like, I saw that fucking dude.
That's a legendary
Jack
moment.
Skellington.
That is. He's been there.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's a good memory. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all too.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having
Good
me.
to reconnect.
It was fun.
Biscuits and motherfucking
sir.
gravy.
To the
God
moon.
damn it. Don't act like you don't love it. Show us some love. Like, subscribe, all that fucking stupid shit. Be a part of it, all right?
Comment something super heinous.
Yeah. Craziest comment gets a fucking free sticker.
I don't know how much that reward is.
I was about to say.
Worth.
2 free stickers. Craziest comment, you get to come on the show.
Date with Klean.
All right.
Date with Klean.
David Clean.
We'll send you a Miller.
Send you a cold Miller. We'll get it real cold, so maybe when it gets to you, it'll still be cold.
Ooh.
No, you know, like we always say, go find somebody you love, tell them that you love them, and don't be a fucking prick.
We out.
We out.
I spend my nights sleeping alone. Bottom by the bed, I'm already stoned. Try to work it all out in my head. Tell myself it's okay, you're not in this bed. There's an empty spot on my chest that's cold at night. It's where you used to lay your head. And I don't know why I ever let you go. It might be too late, so instead I'll be missing more than kisses. Good night, love. Wishing you were here in this bed. I'll keep holding on to something some people call love, praying it'll turn out like they said. But I wake up